No, definitely not.
I mean, shit, we've done this many episodes already.
All right. What's up, guys? This is going to be episode 195 of GameSpeak Podcast. Hopefully, the internet does not mess up. I think I might need to get a new Ethernet cable, but oh well. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Yo, 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 and hello and welcome to the 195th episode of GameSpeak Podcast. New episodes go for free feed subscribers every Wednesday in audio format on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Google Play, Spotify, and all of your favorite podcast platforms, as well as in video format on YouTube so you can see us in stunning HD, where we need you to hit subscribe and click that notification bell. We are now streaming live every Tuesday at 7:50 p.m. CST on twitch.tv/GameSpeakPodcast if you want to catch the show live as it happens before anyone else. The show is two childhood BFFs bringing you all things video games. You can find us online at GameSpeakPodcast.com, where we need you to hit subscribe. And I just lied. Don't hit subscribe. You need to subscribe to our official newsletter so we can make sure you never miss an episode. Also, be sure to join the community in the Facebook group at facebook.com/group/GameSpeakPodcast to hang and talk games with other nerds like us. I'm one of your hosts, JAMAL Jafra, alongside Brent Blue Bass. Told you I'd use it. Also,
wow, nice.
Yeah, callback.
Good memory there.
Yeah, and then we also have to the far right. No, I'm just kidding. Not politically,
he
but
might not be to the right. Y'all will never know. He could be behind us. He could be above us.
I claim no affiliation. Thank you.
Yeah, he's on the
He's in the air.
Yeah, he's not here actually. No, but
who is
Devin the mayor?
Yeah.
Devin the mayor is here. And I don't know. I just threw that out. But,
I'll take it.
Brent,
I
feel free
like to let people at home think that Devin's in some kind of like booth or something where he's like mixing everything up and,
He is technically, but the booth is just like my trash can in
knew.
the kitchen.
I wasn't going to tell him, but it's quite the setup.
Yeah.
We're living large here. And by large, I mean very small and sad. But but anyways, so what's been up? Brent, what you been up to this week?
Oh man, just living that broke life. I'm switching off of bangs right now. I'm trying to switch to coffee. You know what I mean? It's not going so great. You know what I mean?
It's a tough transition.
It's not the same, man. I get wired up from the coffee, but it doesn't do it. You know what I mean?
It doesn't have to be like that.
Yeah.
You need to try cold brew. That's what I just got a cold brew pitcher, and
So you brew it cold?
So
it doesn't make any sense, Devin.
Well, okay,
no, you brew it and then you pour it over ice.
Steep it.
Oh.
So the end result, and why I'm telling you this is because the end result is a coffee concentrate. Technically, I don't know.
It's crack.
I recently got this pitcher. You throw a bunch of coffee in an infuser. You close it all up, seal it all up. You put it in the fridge. You leave it for 24 to 36 hours, something like that. Then pretty much the next day.
Did you just say hours?
Hours. Yeah. You let it steep for
I'm good.
24, but it makes an entire pitcher that lasts you the whole week. You only have to pour like half a cup of this stuff is like crack.
Is it good?
Yes. Well, it's as good as the coffee that you use. And whatever coffee you choose for it, make sure you really like the smell of it because that's exactly how it's going to taste.
So, okay. So like you drink this cold? Over ice or something?
Or you can heat it up. You can mix it with hot water to heat it up, or you can.
So you could have a hot cold brew.
Yes, technically, yeah.
Then it's hot brew.
Yeah. Well, no, it's still cold brewed.
Does that defeat the purpose?
Oh, it was brewed cold, but it's served hot.
Does it still get you fucking hype if you drink it hot?
So if it's okay, at first I said you put it on ice. That's iced coffee.
Yeah.
I have no idea what I'm talking about. Just so everybody
this might
knows.
be the best kind of coffee to use for iced coffee. Though.
Well, it's perfect because especially if you're lazy like me, you just make it and then you have a pitcher a pitcher lasts me a week. I only fill up like half a cup, and then I do rest like milk with a touch of creamer.
That sounds really good, dude.
And you know, it's because it's strong. You're not supposed to
Yeah.
pour a whole cup of this stuff.
That's what I want,
Yeah.
man. I want that strength. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I like coffee that power lifts. No, but see, that's my
I
thing.
did not mean to get off on that tangent.
No, it's okay. I like learning about this, you know, the ways of the coffee. you
See,
know?
I don't like coffee, and I had
What?
this
At
conversation
all?
with my brother the other day, and
Hold
he was
on.
like, "There's like a million different kinds of coffees. You can't just outright say you don't like coffee.
Yeah.
There's no way you've tasted all of them."
True.
My thing is it's not about the taste. It's not about that.
What
It's
is
about the warmth of the drink. You know, I'm a.
So you don't like warm drinks at all?
Do I have news for you?
I know
What
there's
about like hot apple cider or something? Dude?
So I mean, I'm sorry. I just mean the typical coffee. You know, like I don't like hot coffee. You know,
Okay.
like that's not what I'm into. I like bangs because they're cold and they're carbonated, so it's tingly on my tongue, and it tastes like, as a wise man once put it, it tastes like a mix between battery acid and Skittles. You know, like, and that's what I like.
So wait,
you know?
is there any hot drinks you're tolerable of? Like what about hot cocoa or apple cider? Or
I mean, that's
something?
fine at a like every now and then, like, but I'm talking about on a daily, like, oh, I need to get my fix.
So every now and then you'll fuck with some coffee.
Yeah, I mean every now and then, but
So you're not like 100% like
I'm not against
anti-coffee.
coffee. I just don't like it. Like it's
Okay.
not like something that I ask for.
Well, that's
you know?
acceptable. That's acceptable.
You know, like I'm not gonna walk into a place and be like, "Hey, bro, I'll take a latte." You know,
Yeah.
like I'm not gonna do that.
That's how I feel about beer. You know, generally I'm not gonna
Yeah.
drink beer just on a daily basis. You know, but every now and then I'm just like, you know, I think I'll have a beer. You know.
yeah.
Like with dinner or something.
Yeah.
Ew. What?
If you have
With
like a nice
dinner?
a steak dinner or something, yeah, I gotta have a beer with a good dinner
I just like
or a top shelf like bourbon.
The only thing that makes me want beer is like whenever I see like a bunch of bros hanging out and they're like, "Oh, dude, let's get out the beers,"
Get
and I'm
a
just like,
brewski.
"Yeah," I'm like, how come I don't like that? You know, like how come I'm not one of those guys like that? This has got like a Pabst Blue Ribbon or whatever, like all the time. I want to be like that, but I just don't.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just never was my thing. But and I'm type 1 diabetic, so I'm not supposed to drink a bunch of carbs. But they have like all these light beers now that you can get that are like 1 carb per the full beer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you
And
need
I
the White
still-
Claw, bro.
Oh, I've had White Claw. I don't consider that beer though. That's like a seltzer.
Does
like-
it have carbs in it? Is that the way
No,
to
it's
go?
like 1 carb per.
Alcoholic water.
Yeah, so that's
yeah.
probably the way to go. if
But they
you're
have like
diabetic.
light beer. They have beers that are no carbs, like
Really?
Coors
Like
and
better
stuff.
for you than White Claw?
It's not better for you, just well, none of it's good for you. But anyways, besides that, okay, I started watching Netflix's Daredevil. Okay?
Oh, it's pretty good, huh?
Yeah, I'm giving it a go because I've been like putting off anything Marvel like at all, just in general, just because Disney owned it. But Netflix was a whole separate beast, and I figured they're probably going to get rid of it soon, like completely get rid of it soon, you know,
maybe.
since the Daredevil rights are going to Disney at the end of this year. So it's like, this
They're
is-
not putting that shit on Disney Plus,
no,
that's for sure.
It's probably my last chance to watch it. So I started watching it. So good. Daredevil.
really good,
It's
right?
really good. Really dark, really gory.
Yeah.
Really fantastic. Something that Disney will never do.
It's one of the better superhero shows I feel like that's come out, man. Oh, man. And, like, every season was good. I really liked Daredevil a lot. And the spinoffs were okay. Jessica Jones, I think, was the best spinoff. But still, Daredevil went so hard.
Who's Jessica Jones? No,
Oh, you'll find out.
whoa. Season 2 or season 3?
I don't remember.
Mm.
I don't even know if she shows up very often on the actual Daredevil show, but they
Yeah.
have like a crossover Defender show. They go into all kinds of different spin-offs with the Marvel, but Daredevil was the best one for sure.
Well, I'm excited to get into the Punisher. I want to see if that's any good.
You know, honestly, okay, the Punisher, the show, the Punisher was okay, but the Punisher comes into the show in like season 3 or 2 or
Daredevil?
something. Yeah, in Daredevil. And like Punisher's cameo on Daredevil is way better than his actual like spin-off show that
that's
he gets
lame.
on his own.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's very upsetting.
That's just how I feel, though. I know a lot of people were really into it. You know what I mean? I like
Yeah.
the guy that they got to play Punisher. I just feel like I don't know. The story wasn't there for me on the
See, I want the
show.
story. I
you
mean,
know what I mean?
Tom Jane will always be my Punisher.
Yeah,
but
man,
you know,
I have that stuck in my heart, so it's hard for me to like, have a different origin or a different story for the Punisher at all. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude. Whenever it comes to the Punisher, Thomas Jane.
Dude,
Tom
this
Jane.
is borderline video game news, but I gotta talk about this. Did y'all see that fucking GameSpot gave Cyberpunk a 7 out of 10?
Yeah, I did.
What do you think about this?
So
Are you worried about it, or
No, GameSpot gave it a 7 out of 10. Not Kotaku. What's the other one?
Game Radar or something?
No, Polygon. Polygon gave it
Yeah.
a 7 out of 10 as well.
Somebody gave it like a 3 out of 5, but it's also getting shitloads of like 9 out of 10s and like 10 out of 10. So it's like real mixed reviews on that shit.
Well, I have noticed like a lot of like in the review roundups, like a lot of the different reviews are saying the same thing, that the game's super buggy, that it's not as
and they're only allowed to review the PC version right now for some reason.
on GOG, and they were saying like how it's not like it's not what everybody expects. Like it's this big open world with all these different things that you can do, but because of that, it kind of takes away from the story. Like is what a lot of them are saying.
I've also heard of several of the reviewers say the story is way shorter than they want it to be.
Yeah,
But I'm still mad hyped about it. You know what I'm saying?
I actually watched the IGN review before I came here today, and
IGN gave it a pretty good score. Like
yeah, they gave it a 9, but just like Jamal said, they mentioned how he said he couldn't go an hour without a bug happening, and he said a lot of times they weren't huge, but I'm sure they'll smooth it out.
What they're trying to
Oh,
tell me
this
is they've never played Fallout. No, I'm just kidding.
I don't know. Yeah, for real though.
but yeah, he said the campaign or like the main story only took him like 20 hours.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I honestly think it'll play better bug-wise on consoles.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know that for a fact, but I feel like generally PC, there's so many variables that go into it that like I think a lot of this might be.
What does Pie Messiah say?
What do we got over here?
So the reviewer for that only plays Pokemon and
Animal Crossing New Horizons.
Oh God. Well, so maybe they picked a bad reviewer, but also,
Yeah.
you never know. I mean, they've probably played the game and I haven't, so I can't really say, oh, they're wrong or they're right. But at the same time,
there have been a little too many reviews being less than stellar, though.
True. I mean, for the amount of hype behind it, you know what I mean?
And the amount of delays, like I was expecting 10 out of 10s. I didn't see one 10 out of 10. I didn't see any.
And not from
personally.
any really respectable sources. I have seen 10 out of 10s, or 5 out of 5s and stuff, but it's usually like some kind of third party place you never heard of.
I think
know what I mean?
PC Mag even gave it an 8. It's just like getting mediocre reviews.
Its Metacritic score is 91 right now, which isn't terrible.
That's not bad, no.
But it usually these scores start out high and go down, so you never know. I'm kind of expecting like an Outer Worlds type of games where like I expect it to be great, but I don't expect to be just blown away. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's really upsetting. I mean, though
we'll see though.
Yeah,
we'll
a lot of
still
people
see.
are saying it's beautiful.
Yeah.
That like it's a beautiful game, but like if you want much in the way of story, you're not going to get it. And they said
I've heard some people argue that it's really good story wise, and some people say it's like kind of surface level. Like
it's completely words. God, sorry. A lot of what I've heard is that if you just bolt straight through, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. If you just bolt straight through the campaign, or main story, then it's 20 hours. But if you go and do side quests here and there while you're doing the main story, it actually integrates into everything else in unique ways.
Right.
And so it's as long as you make it, as while you're incorporating exploring the world.
But I've also heard exploring and doing side quests isn't that fun. Like a lot of them were saying the side quests are kind of like surface level.
I haven't heard that. I've heard that it's really like that's like the best part of the whole game. Honestly, is,
really
like, exploring and seeing the side quests. But see, this is one of those things that we're gonna have to all kind of see it for ourselves because there's so many mixed opinions, and so I think so many people expected it to be one thing and it's not.
Yeah, it's very subjective. You know
what I mean?
We'll see. I mean, I plan on getting it.
Yeah,
it's going live tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
I've already got it downloaded on my computer right now.
Where did you buy it?
Steam.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna buy it on Steam then.
Yeah.
On Series X, you can play it tomorrow
Mhm.
before anybody else, basically.
Yeah, I think on Steam you can play it at like 9 p.m. PT
Yeah, that's
or
the
something.
same on Xbox.
I don't know.
Yeah. Because you can already download it on Xbox.
I'll look it up.
you can have it good to go.
A little earlier than that because they were saying like I think they said
Except for you're on
7 Eastern.
GOG, I think is going to get it a little earlier because it's actually CD Projekt Red's like store. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I guess let's actually jump into the gaming news since we're already talking it.
Sure. Yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry.
No, you're good. Just so you guys know, we are using articles from gaming news sites from around the web, and we do not claim any of the articles as our own. We're simply bringing them all to one place and giving our thoughts on them, you know? Anyways, so let's start with Jordan Alleman at IGN. An ex-Naughty Dog game designer has joined ZeniMax Online to work on a, quote, new unannounced AAA IP, end quote. Quentin Cobb previously worked on both The Last of Us and Uncharted 4 as a game designer before joining ZeniMax. The unannounced AAA IP mentioned by Cobb in his tweet is yet to be revealed, but as well as Cobb, the project has already pulled in veterans of games such as Destiny, Red Dead Redemption, Shadow of Mordor, XCOM, and Battlefield.
That's a hell of a resume right there.
Yeah.
Fucking.
It says, I am happy to announce that I've joined ZeniMax Online as a senior designer working with my good friend Ben Jones on a new unannounced AAA IP. I'm thrilled this is finally happening and wanted to share a few details. He says, Cobb explains that he and the teams have formed the basis of a new satellite studio for ZeniMax Online here in San Diego. He gives nothing away about the game, but does say that it's easily the most excited I've ever been to work on a project since I joined the industry back in 2009, end quote. We'll be sure to provide any... Okay, yeah, but basically, that's the big news there. Is that... So, another big name is joining the Xbox studios. You know, like, things are getting crazy over there, man.
Whew, man, yeah. I like that, you know. The more the merrier, I feel like. These definitely are some people who seem like they know what the fuck they're doing, you know. So I'm excited to see what they come up with. But then again, part of me feels like every time this happens, every time like all the heavy hitters get together and form a studio, they put out some kind of like fucking flat procedurally generated game or some shit.
Procedurally generated.
I'm serious. Like it always ends up being like fucking like Hollow Knight or something, which I'm not hating, but it's like, dang, you know, I expected you guys to make like fucking.
Well, the difference is they're saying this is a AAA title.
Yeah.
It's not going to be like an indie, like, you know, bullshit title.
So I have hope. Maybe.
No offense to Hollow Knight. That's not a bullshit title. It's a fun game, but it's not AAA.
Yeah, not hating on Hollow Knight by any means, but, you know.
Anyways, yeah, that's the news. So what you got, Brent?
Okay, let me lay it on you real quick. 2 BioWare veterans recently left the company.
Oh, I saw this.
But the developer continues to work on Dragon Age 4. Or whatever the new Dragon Age is called. And it won't be long until we see more of the game. A special look at the next Dragon Age is coming during the Game Awards this Thursday, December 10th. No further details on what the reveal will entail were divulged, but following the initial teaser released by Jeff Kiley, BioWare released an additional teaser. These are both pictures of artwork from the game. So, interesting stuff. If you're a big Dragon Age fan like me, you got to be sure to be watching the Game Awards.
Yeah, I think this is a bad sign for BioWare, though. Like, that these two guys are dipping. They're just leaving. Like, they're like big dudes at the studios.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's got to be a bad sign. You know, why are they just leaving?
That is scary.
Xbox bottom.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Maybe there's some kind of secret studio they're forming or something. I don't know.
I feel like BioWare has been on the down since what's that? Was that the Andromeda or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like ever since then, like they've just been fucking slowly dying.
Well, it was Anthem, man. Like Andromeda was bad. I mean,
yeah, but Anthem was worse.
Wait, I didn't even realize Anthem was BioWare.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
Yeah, I feel like EA is gonna be like, we're about to cut you guys off. Like I really think BioWare is about to become a thing of the past. Unfortunately,
I don't know, man. I don't think so. I think this Mass Effect re-release or whatever is gonna be the fucking thing. That's
hopefully they make it to that point, and it's not just EA making money off of like the thing. You know what I'm saying? Like where they're just like, well, see you later, BioWare. We're gonna put out this thing and collect all the money off of it. But we'll see.
I don't know, man. I hope we get a decent Dragon Age game before they're completely kaput, because that's what I need in my life.
Yeah, for sure.
Dragon Age Inquisition was so good, man.
So James O'Connor at I believe he's at GameSpot says Cyberpunk 2077 is releasing on December 10th, and the first reviews and impressions are coming in now. Fans have been eagerly anticipating the game from the Witcher 3 developer CD Projekt Red for a long time now. It was first announced back in 2012, but now that it's out, some fans might want to be wary of how or if they play it, as in its day one form, the game has the potential to trigger epileptic seizures. This news comes from a detailed PSA via Game Informer, where Liana Rupert has shared her personal experience with the game. Quote, during my time with Cyberpunk 2077, I suffered one major seizure and felt several moments where I was close to another one, Rupert writes. During the game, Rupert experienced a lot of red glitching animations, but due to her monitor's eye-saving mode, this was not as bad of an issue as it could have been. She identifies the game's clubs and bars as potential danger zones and says that some story moments are highlighted with a flickering pale blue glitch effect. Rupert suggests turning down screen brightness and testing the game's colorblind options to reduce issues. Rupert notes that the game's brain dance sequences are very likely to trigger epileptic seizures for certain players. In these sequences, the player character is
very likely. Like,
yeah.
How is that even allowed?
It probably won't be. It'll probably get patched out or like fixed. But the player character is fitted with a headset that features a rapid onslaught of white and red blinking LEDs, much like the actual device neurologists use in real life to trigger a seizure when they need to trigger one for diagnosis purposes.
Wow.
Why
Who
did
the fuck was over
that?
That
was a bad idea. But also, I can't fucking wait to play this game, dude. Like, that just made me more excited for some reason. I don't know why.
God, and so many people are going to be playing this game too, and
there's
might
gonna
not
be
catch
some seizures.
Oh my God, that's. Well, I mean, it's not funny, but fuck, like.
Well, they should have been listening to GameSpeak podcast, because then they would have been warned about the seizures.
Yeah, the
seizures, potentially saving lives.
Yeah.
What you got, Brent?
Jesus.
Okay. Since the disastrous release of NVIDIA's RTX 30 series, many PC gamers have struggled to obtain the latest and greatest GPUs that they desire.
Nah, I got like $350,000 worth of them.
Well, somebody does, particularly the 3070, 3080, and 3090. However, some enterprising thieves in China have taken the shortage to the next level. According to MSI, 40 cargo boxes worth of the top-end GPUs were stolen from an MSI factory in China. For those of you counting at home, that's over 200 RTX 3090s, which currently retail around $1,500. However, thanks to ongoing GPU shortages, which was exacerbated by the COVID-19 pandemic, the 3090 often goes for $2,000 or more on sites like eBay. According to Tom's Hardware, MSI believes that an insider stole the cards because the factory's shipping area is covered by video cameras. They're also offering clemency to those who participated in the heist as long as they help recover the cards. There's also a 10,000 yuan reward, or $15,314, for anybody who has additional information on the cards. Or 100,000 yuan, excuse me.
Wow. So basically, if you're the one that stole it, you can take it back and they won't even get you in trouble. Like, all right, it's all good as long as you brought them all back. But
they're like, look, we're not mad. We're just disappointed.
Yeah. Damn, that's a lot of 3090s. But apparently, I mean, they took like makeup and other shit too. So they don't even know what they have really. You know, they were probably just like, oh, man, there's a lot of stuff to steal. And they didn't realize they just fucked like 90% of PC gamers.
They're probably like, Steve, throw that box off. It's too heavy. And it's just in the ocean somewhere. Like.
So funny enough, the cards aren't the only thing getting heisted. Did y'all hear about the PS5s that got heisted?
No.
By
the mail people?
While the truck was moving.
Oh yeah.
No.
That was happening.
I saw the fucking UPS guy that was stealing the fucking PS5s from people and like keeping them in his truck and then taking them home with him. Did you see that?
I mean, I'm sure that was happening a lot. Like, I saw
this
a
kid
dude
ain't
like
getting his Christmas.
at his job, like just like walked out with a PS5 at like GameStop or something, and it was just like, yeah, it's not worth. Like my job's not worth this PS5. Like, you know, he probably gets more money off the PS5 than he does working at GameStop. But no, I was gonna say, Pi Messiah posted in the stream chat and said on Xbox you can play Cyberpunk 2077 at 6 p.m. tomorrow. Yeah, so it's like real early.
Fuck yes.
Nice. Anyways, Matt TM Kim at IGN says the live-action Monster Hunter movie has been pulled from theaters in China over a controversial joke in the movie with racist connotations. This has led to a major backlash to the film and calls from Chinese audiences to further boycotts. And the controversial, I mean, how much more can you boycott a movie? But once it's banned, you can't.
How can you boycott something nobody's gonna go see?
Yeah. How can you further boycott something where Mia Jovovich is the main character? No, but the controversial quip from the Monster Hunter movie involves a scene where two soldiers are talking to one another. One of the soldiers asks the other, quote, "What are my knees?" And then he follows up by saying Chinese. What does that mean? I don't understand what the joke means.
First of all, that's not that offensive. But second of all, that's a dumbass joke in the first place. Like
it says the line echoes a longtime racist playground chant: Chinese, Japanese, dirty knees. Look at these. No, it doesn't.
Don't they say that? And we didn't start the fire.
What?
The playground rhyme has created a historic association between the phrase "dirty knees" and anti-Asian and anti-Asian American racism. I don't know about all that, but the backlash on Chinese social media was swift. And the local theaters began pulling the movie from screens amidst growing criticism. Oddly enough, the line was even altered for the Chinese subtitles, but the localization changed the reference into an idiom about Chinese people kneeling, which further exacerbated the situation. While the Monster Hunter movie has already been pulled from theaters, any potential re-release in China with the scene edited out is in doubt as the online backlash against the film continues to grow. The criticism of the film has extended to other Monster Hunter properties as well. The Steam version of Capcom's Monster Hunter World is getting review bombed over anger with the movie adaptation. Capcom, the developer of the video game series on which the film is based, has issued a statement on Chinese social media regarding the backlash. According to analyst Daniel Ahmad, Capcom says it is, quote, aware of the situation and the controversy, but says it is not a producer on the Monster Hunter movie and will report the situation to the companies directly involved with the making of the movie, which Tencent is like the main producer of this film,
which is
Chinese. Yeah. So like, I want to know. My thing is like, first off, what'd you expect? This movie looked terrible. Second off, China, chill out, bro. Like,
I mean, we're talking about the country. We're talking about the country that banned Winnie the Pooh.
They banned
because
Winnie
of
the
the
Pooh.
likeness to the leader, whatever.
It's like, you know,
they're a little too serious over there, man.
I don't think they are. I think that I feel like the CCP is like, y'all better start showing some reaction right now, or we're gonna get pissed. You know what I'm saying? Like. Yeah, I mean, maybe if it happened here, we'd do the same thing, but I don't think so. I don't think there's ever been a time where like somebody made like a racist or like a anti-American joke in a movie, and we're just like, about to review bomb this shit,
right?
You know,
no,
I don't know, but I just don't know.
But then again, I feel like that's a big part of American culture. Is like, you know. That fucking asshole that's American, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, we already hate on ourselves.
We're kind of
so much.
Self-deprecating as like a society.
Yeah, we're not very like, oh yeah, we're the best. But I guess this is more of a race thing. But I don't understand. I still don't even understand the line.
Well, I really like how it was made worse because of a bad dub.
Yeah, that, and it's like
that's the best part. Like,
I feel like it's kind of like racist to see it as racist. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like they tried really hard to make this mean something bad when it was like the guy had to go and like it could mean this or it could mean that. It's like, or it could just be like a dumb line in a movie. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't know. It's made by Chinese people. It's produced by Chinese people. Like, I just don't understand, dude. I feel like
I just don't like T.I., bro. That's what it is.
I don't like T.I., but you know, I'm not gonna ban this movie because T.I. sucks. You know. Anyways, what you got, Brent?
Okay. I won't read this whole article, but I got some crazy facts here. Apparently, the new Medal of Honor Above and Beyond VR game is like basically fucking insanely huge, and it takes like the most fucking dope computer you've ever seen to run it.
Yeah, why though? But it doesn't even explain why. If you watch the previews for it, the graphics aren't even that good. Like,
I mean, it looks good, but it doesn't. I mean, it doesn't look any better. Than
it looks
any
like a
other VR
PS2 game.
I don't know, man. I think it's gonna look dope when you have the fucking headset on for sure.
I mean, maybe so, but like. From a flat screen.
It definitely doesn't look like a PS2 game, but it doesn't look like...
Hey, bring up a video of Medal of Honor Above and Beyond. It's above and beyond a PS1 at the most. You know, like, and that's all I'm saying.
Maybe I maybe agree with you if you said like PS3 or Xbox 360 or something. You know what I mean?
It looks like...
do the multiplayer trailer.
I don't even do the multiplayer trailer.
No. Do the multiplayer trailer. It's the most recent one that came out.
Is it?
Yeah. It's probably the most accurate...
I mean, you can see where I've been watching, like, you know, videos of it. So I'm telling you, like, but yeah. So Devin, the mayor, is gonna bust that up on the screen for us. You're gonna have to mute the audio when it pops up. Yeah, mute that. Mute it.
So is this transition to the thing?
Tell me that doesn't look like a PS. It looks like a Wii game.
What is going on with the video? It's so choppy.
It's probably just... It's not choppy on my screen. It's only choppy on yours because you're...
Bro, that ain't no Wii game right there, dog.
Dude, that's like when the Wii is trying to make something look good.
Well, hopefully they're going to have huge-ass maps.
It's going to be dope. You're not going to have it be fucking... First of all... Okay,
it looks like Call of Duty 2. Like, straight up. It looks that bad. But not the game looks bad, but the graphics look bad.
Dude, I don't know, man. I really...
Hit transition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Show the people.
Just so you guys can see what we're looking at. Let us know whether you agree. Is this PS2 or PS3? You know,
yeah,
like,
I mean, we're at least PS3.
We're at least PS3. I guess that's Wii, but I'd say it's in the middle of PS2 and PS3. It's definitely a Wii looking game.
Dude, that's so unfair. This is not a Wii looking game.
Dude,
have you played a Wii recently?
Wii.
Like,
hold up. I'm gonna tell you.
There is no game on the Wii that can look like this.
So, are you telling me? Look at that Thompson. The top of it looks like literally like they just put a rectangle in your hand. I'm just saying. It looks pretty bad.
That's how the top of a Thompson looks, bro.
No, it does not.
I swear to God, if you were in VR right now, this would be the most insane looking game. I promise you.
Maybe we'll see. But I'm just saying the fact that this game minimum, they say minimum takes a 2080.
Yeah.
Minimum.
Insane.
Like, this better be the best VR game ever made.
So, okay, I see a lot, and I think it's gonna at least be in the top 5. I can almost guarantee you that, just because first of all, we got functional multiplayer that looks incredibly fun. Look at this. This looks like a blast. You know what I'm saying? But you'll also got like a fully fleshed out story mode, and apparently there's a bunch of cool documentaries and stuff. It looks like a full good game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and I don't know. You don't get a lot of that in VR.
AAA VR title.
But
also, there's a lot of blood. Definitely not a Medal of Honor thing. I'm kind of upset about that. Medal of Honor, there shouldn't be blood. I'm just saying.
It's probably not going to be. I mean, why not?
I don't know. I'm just used to Medal.
Wasn't there blood in the scene where you like stormed the beach of Normandy?
No, there's zero blood. Zero blood.
Really?
In that scene. Yes, there's.
Can you pull this up?
Yeah, like,
pull up the Medal of Honor frontline storm the beach scene.
Medal of Honor frontline, Omaha Beach. Yeah, there you go.
So you're mad that they put blood in a World War II game about...
I'm mad that it's Medal of Honor.
This one right here?
Yeah. I'm mad that it's Medal of Honor, okay? Like, they shouldn't have used the Medal of Honor name if they're not going to stick to the Medal of Honor, like,
oh my God,
truths.
This takes me back.
So I didn't even really get to say what I was going to say. To install this game, you have to have 340 gigabytes of space free on your hard drive. And
play it.
Once you install it, it goes down to 177 gigabytes, but that's the biggest fucking fucking game I've ever fucking heard of.
Look, the
dude.
graphics are exactly the same.
Go to the part where you're in the water. Go to the part where you're in the water. Like where they're like getting shot underwater.
Yeah, zoom it back a little
I
bit.
could have sworn there is some blood
There's
at that
no
part.
blood. Watch.
So they're going to be underwater getting ripped up.
Oh, there's blood on his bandage.
Shredded.
No,
that's like
a
a
Red
symbol.
Cross.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a medic.
He's a medic. Yeah. Yeah, dude, I've played and beat this game at least 100 times.
Yeah.
Like, there's not blood in this game. It's made by the people who made the 007 games. There's no blood in those except for GoldenEye, which was different from the rest of them because it was made by Rare.
I mean, like, that seems like a weird thing to be mad about.
I'm not mad about it. I'm just, it's like I'm so used to Medal of Honor being a specific thing that if they're going to throw the Medal of Honor name on it, I want it to be Medal of Honor.
It looks like Medal of Honor. I mean, like, when you look at the game, it
Okay,
has
watch.
a distinct Medal of Honor look to it. Like,
Let's see all the blood, dude. Look at all the gore, dude. Oh my gosh, it's everywhere. Oh goodness. So much gore. Oh no.
man, I really thought they had some blood at this part.
No. But the new game is like blood explodes out of the bodies like when you shoot them. Like it's like almost unrealistic blood. Like it's like
I mean, what's
playing
unrealistic
tissue.
is the fact that nobody's bleeding at all on the
Yeah.
fucking Omaha Beach fucking invasion. Like,
I mean, at least they're sticking to the same graphics, you know
I mean,
what
if
I'm
you're
saying?
gonna try to do the Saving Private Ryan, yeah, okay.
No, I'm just hating, but I just love.
I can't stand how shuffles cards.
I'm just trolling, but like I'm actually pretty excited for this game. I just like to get Brent pissed off about VR games, but it does. I'm just being real though on the graphics. Like I wish it looked a little bit better. That's all I'm saying. Like it doesn't look even close to Half-Life Alyx, like graphics wise, in my opinion.
I don't know, man. That's one of those things you got to see it through the headset. Like, I've seen games that look like they're going to be great, and then they end up being just total shit as soon as you put the headset on. And then some games like look better.
Like, how did they get Half-Life Alyx to look good on flat screen, but they can't get Medal of Honor to look good on flat screen? That's my question.
I don't know.
Maybe there's
But
some
I
new
really-
immersion technology we don't know about. That's why the
Yeah.
download's so big.
Actually, yeah,
Yeah.
Valve did talk about how they had this like weird stabilization thing with the camera for Half-Life Alyx, so like the people viewing can see it in like a more stable, less like janky looking way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's all I'm hoping is that whenever I put on that headset, I'm in World War II.
Well, you better,
know,
you better go find some friends that can play it.
when I put
Right,
it
yeah.
on. Yeah, I mean,
I heard a developer say
Is
that
2080 recommended or is
no,
that
that's minimum.
the developers have said they've come out and said that it will run on a lower spec PC, but you can expect it to not perform optimally.
You can expect it not to work. Like it'll totally work. It just won't work.
I'm genuinely hoping that this is for like Valve Index recommended specs, and that they if
The whole thing about that is I'm pretty sure it's my Ethernet cable. So, you know, I mean, we may or may not have a video. It looks like it popped back on, but I'm sure it'll pop off again. But I'm just gonna get a new Ethernet cable. Sorry about that. Whoever's trying to watch at home. Anyway, so Joe Scrubbles at IGN says we've reported a few theories about the how PS5. Okay, never mind. This is the one where they've been stilling them off of moving trucks.
Well, we didn't really go into that very.
Oh, okay.
at
So
all.
we've reported a few theories about how PS5s have been going missing in the UK, but we never expected to hear that gangs have stolen them from the back of delivery trucks while they're driving.
gangs.
Yes, gangs.
Oi, bruv. Give me all you.
I'll hit you with the stick because we ain't got guns. The Times reports that PS5s, as well as TVs, cosmetics, mobile phones, and cigarettes, have been stolen have been stolen from trucks in movement.
Give me all your ciggies and PS5s, mate.
Oh no, please don't hurt me. No, but in movement on at least 27 Give me the PS5, Potter.
I'm gonna black your eye real quick if you don't.
Jason's like,
Yeah.
I hate these guys.
I was just about about to say.
At least 27 occasions in the UK this year, with the figure
Damn.
apparently rising ahead of the Christmas period.
They should just do like the Brinks armored trucks guys and give all the PS5 drivers guns in the UK. That way they can
dude.
like ward off,
Any prospective gangs.
criminals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Police have apparently contacted delivery firms about the tactic. The technique, called a rollover, involves multiple cars boxing in a moving truck with a thief wearing a rope, leaving a car traveling behind to climb close, gain access to the back door, and throw the stolen goods back into the car they left before climbing back in. So this is like some straight up Jason Bourne shit.
Bro, somebody's climbing on my truck. I'm gonna do some fucking Jason Bourne shit. And
I'm
like,
just hit the
flip
brakes,
around. I don't
dude.
give a fuck, dude. We're getting crazy at that point. Like,
I'll just hit the brakes. And like straight
Wait,
up.
wait. So they had a rope tied to him. I feel like the rope would make things worse if they fell.
Just get
and you're
pulled
just
under
getting
the top.
dragged. Yeah.
Yeah. It says, wait.
What?
Okay, so as they reported in their investigation into the UK's missing PS5, supply chains such as Amazon's have high security for warehouses, and delivery drivers are closely monitored to make sure they complete journeys. However, a career criminal told The Times that rollovers have become a popular tactic specifically because of the comparable lack of security while deliveries are in motion. Police have advised that companies bolster security or vary their routes. It seems unlikely that this is the sole tactic leading to missing PS5s in the UK. Many consoles have been delivered only for recipients to find unrelated items in the boxes, and gangs stealing from moving trucks are probably not replacing the boxes they steal. So
They need to be packing heat, dude. You know what I'm
that's
saying?
literally illegal in the UK. You can't just pack heat in the UK.
And we need to
dude.
make an exception for these poor Amazon drivers.
Are you a gamer? Then you have you can just like get an exception.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I understand that.
If you're a gamer, you can pack heat. You know, that's how it works.
What
Anyways,
do they call
what-
the police over there? The bobbies?
The
I think
Do they still? Is that an old term? The bobbies?
I don't know what
I
they.
don't know.
Jason, what do we
Yeah.
call cops
what do they
in
throw,
the UK?
Do they throw you in the what's it called?
The tinker, what is
Something
it?
like that.
The-
I don't know.
I want to look up British terminology, but I'd rather Jason just tell us.
Yeah.
We need to
Oi.
just bring Jason on the show one of these days.
The Q&A.
So check this out, guys. Oscar Isaac, best known for his role as Poe Dameron on the latest Star.
Dameron.
I don't know, man.
Poe Dameron.
Fuck it. I don't care. He's like insignificant. In the latest Star Wars
Wow.
trilogy. Yeah, I said it.
Did you just say Poe Dameron is insignificant?
Yeah.
He's
yeah.
the new knockoff of Han Solo, dude.
Bro, fuck
No,
Poe
I'm just kidding.
Dameron.
Anyways, what you got?
Anyways, in the latest Star Wars trilogy, has been tapped to play Solid Snake in Sony's Metal Gear Solid movie adaptation.
Oh,
and
man.
just like that, I lost all faith in the Solid. In
That
the
does
fucking
not
Metal Gear
give
Solid
me a
movie.
solid snake.
Not at all. My snake is the opposite of solid about this.
It's me, soft snake. Anyways, yeah, it sounds really bad.
Not impressed.
A lot of people are so happy about this.
Yeah,
I'm
like, does
dude,
this really seem like a good fit to you guys?
who
Like,
who would you have as
definitely not that fucking guy. Like Tom Cruise would be a better choice than
No,
fucking that
please
guy.
no,
I'm
please
dead
no.
ass serious.
Do a
Fucking-
4 foot solid
Yeah, but
snake,
he's,
like
he's too short.
just white as
Bro,
fuck.
you can make Tom Cruise look taller. You can't make that guy look like Solid Snake, dude. It's just not.
He's got a little
He's
bit
got a
of the
little
facial
bit.
structure. Like,
I mean, he
maybe.
doesn't look like Solid Snake, but he could be Solid Snake. You know what I'm
let's see if
saying?
there's any mock-ups yet.
Yeah, let's see. So just put a fucking like
I
bandana.
just can't
What is
see
this-
it.
what's the
Like when
actor's
they
name?
announced Oscar Isaac.
Yeah, Oscar Isaac.
Whenever they announced that Henry Cavill was gonna play fucking The
Superman.
Witcher, I
Oh.
was like, oh, and Superman. I was like, yeah, that'll work. But I just can't see this. Look at this guy.
Someone
Am I
to do a
tripping?
mock-up.
Yeah, that's a really bad mock-up. He could do it. Yeah, it'd work. I mean, he'll look like a.
It's gonna be cheesy, dude. With
He
him
looks
as the
like
actor,
an
it's gonna be
Italian-
corny as
He looks
fuck.
like an Italian Solid Snake.
Yeah, he looks
The problem, yeah, like, I don't know, man. This is going to be a fucking corny, shitty movie, dude. I can almost guarantee it. Maybe. Look, that's a better
That's
example.
a whole. Yeah.
Go to the one to the right
of it.
Yeah,
to the right,
with the
right
beard.
there. Yeah.
I can kind of see that a little bit.
Yeah.
You're going to have to, like, dye his... Nah,
He's not-
it just doesn't work for me, man.
He's not masculine enough.
Bro, I want, like... No, man. And, like, Kiefer Sutherland does the voice of Snake in the fucking games. It's like... This guy doesn't have fucking a Kiefer Sutherland kind of voice.
Only in the
you know
fifth
what I mean?
game. Only in the fifth game.
Okay, but that's still the fucking voice that I have in my head for Snake right now, you know, and I think most of us, you know.
Look at that one on the far left. Like, no, go all the way to the far left. Up one, right there. No, yeah, right there. Tell me he doesn't look like he's just in a cheesy 80s rock band.
It looks so cheesy, dude. Like a fucking bad guy from the live-action Ninja Turtles movies or something. Like,
Yeah, people have really, changed their views on, things. So, like, because I saw people very excited about this.
I don't mean to be like a hater, but like he just doesn't do it for
doesn't
me
do the
at all.
play the part.
You know?
Like, I could see him as many different characters, just not as Snake,
Dude, Yeah, definitely.
But then again, I don't know who could play Snake.
I could see him playing like anybody other than fucking Snake, dude.
I think Russell, what was it? Kurt Russell was original. Like, he would have been perfect as Snake. Like,
he'd still probably be perfect for like old Snake.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
do young Kurt Russell. No, young Kurt Russell, not.
Oh, look,
this.
there he is, young. Look.
Now
he's a good-looking guy.
Put Kurt Russell Escape from L.A. like that. Yeah, that's that. Or New York. Do New York. Let's see that one. This is who Snake is based off of.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
This is like he would have been perfect. That in that movie, his name is Snake Plissken.
I could see it for sure. I mean, it's better than.
Well, we
fucking...
can't go back in time, Jamal. And I'm tired of seeing CGI.
We can still stop this before it happens.
Yeah, we could stop it.
There's still time. We fucking redid Sonic like a fucking year before it came out.
Oh, but I was talking about using young Kurt Russell.
Oh yeah, we could deep fake it, dude. Just
Yeah,
let Oscar Isaac do the movie, and then deep fake fucking.
Wow,
young. Kurt
That wouldn't be
Russell.
controversial at
Yeah.
all. not at all. Anyways, so Alessandro Barbosa at GameSpot says, with games like Red Dead Redemption 2 and Call of Duty Modern Warfare, it's become somewhat common to expect big AAA releases to require a significant portion of your hard drive for... Oh, wait,
We
no,
talked
we already
about
did
that,
this one.
yeah.
Dang it.
It's okay.
James O'Connor at GameSpot. In November, a major Super Smash Bros. Online tournament was canceled after a cease and desist from Nintendo, which took issue with the tournament's use of the Slippy mod to play Super Smash Bros. Melee, a game released for the GameCube in 2001.
They got caught slipping.
Yeah. And never re-released online. Now the controversy over that decision has spilled over into the competitive Splatoon 2 scene. Heading into the December 5th through 7th weekend, Nintendo was advertising the upcoming Splatoon 2 North American Open on its Twitter channels and promising a live stream. However, on the day, the stream was canceled with a Discord announcement, screenshotted in a Reddit thread, not providing many details for what was happening. Fans and players are pretty sure they know what happened, though. As commentator Slimy points out, about 30% of players in the competition had free Melee or similar in their usernames. It's likely, although unconfirmed, that Nintendo canceled the live stream because of this. As a result, #FreeSplatoon is now trending on Twitter.
Dang, get them, boys.
Yeah, Nintendo's track record on esports and tournaments is not the best. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, the best-selling fighting game of all time, was removed from the EVO Online lineup after the physical event was canceled, as the Switch's online infrastructure is not considered good enough to support a professional fighting tournament. EVO Online would ultimately be canceled over sexual misconduct allegations. It remains to be seen if Nintendo will address its perception among pro players on its own system in the future. Yeah, so like Nintendo's always been about not being there for their pro players, or like they don't really believe in like esports or whatever, but like so like games, plenty of esports games provide financial, like, if you win, you get paid money. You know what I'm saying? In these tournaments, Nintendo like gives you like a gamepad. It's like really bad, but they just don't want to be a part of that, I guess. So, anyways,
Man, that's all I got as far as news goes. It's kind of a short week for news, you know?
Well, there is a little bit more. This one's pretty big, I guess. It doesn't really matter. But Eddie McCuch at GameSpot says gaming giant Activision is taking Netflix to court over what the Call of Duty company says is a pattern of unethical and illegal behavior on the streaming company's part for poaching executives. This is all related to Spencer Newman, the former Activision CFO who left the gaming company in 2018 to join Netflix as its top finance executive. In its lawsuit, which was obtained by Deadline, Activision said Netflix unapologetically recruits talent without regard to its ethical and legal obligations. To shape its workforce to its desires, Netflix not only ruthlessly fires its own employees that it deems adequate, but is engaged in a years-long campaign of unlawfully poaching executives from Netflix's competitors regardless of their contractual obligations, end quote. Activision claims Netflix is disregarding California law, including the labor code, with its actions. According to Activision, Netflix, quote, knowingly induced Newman to breach his employment contract with Activision. Making matters worse, Netflix engaged in its torture tortious conduct when Activision, with Newman's assistance, was negotiating with Netflix over a commercial partnership to distribute Activision's linear media content. Activision said Netflix then proceeded to induce Newman to breach his fiduciary obligations to Activision, thereby obtaining yet another an unfair and unethical advantage over Activision, one of Netflix's competitors. How is Activision Netflix's competitor? That makes no sense. Activision doesn't have a streaming company or a streaming like anything.
Even if they did, it wouldn't directly compete with Netflix because they're doing movies on Netflix. Like.
So Activision's lawsuit goes on to say that this behavior with Newman was not an isolated incident. The gaming company says Netflix has a demonstrated pattern of caring only about attracting and employing whoever Netflix wants, regardless of whether it violates the law along the way. Activision is seeking a permanent injunction for Netflix for soliciting Activision's employees who are under contract or from inducing them to break their contracts. Activision also wants to be paid compensatory damages, consequential damages, and punitive and or statutory damages. What is going on? Because, I mean, this is just random as hell.
I was mad. Basically.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
That's kind of crazy, yeah.
Like, how's Activision gonna sue Netflix? Like,
they're not gonna.
I tried
to
find a link between Activision and Netflix, and I mean, yeah, as far as industry goes,
there's no connection.
They both produce media. Like,
I mean, you can't sue them for fucking them coming and offering your executives more money to come work for them. Like, people, that's a business practice, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know, like.
Well, there goes any future of an Anthem Netflix TV show.
Oh, man.
You know what I'm saying? Or what about that Call of Duty TV show we were all going to watch? You know what I'm saying? I'm just upset. No, but that's it for this week's news. We're going to jump on over to this week's releases where I'm going to let you guys know which brand new games you can buy in the next 7 days.
Oh, Anthem's EA, actually, so we could do an Anthem TV show stuff.
Oh, yeah, my bad. I don't know. Wait, isn't Activision...
Activision is Blizzard.
Yeah, Activision Blizzard. I keep getting all these big, Mondo corporations mixed up. Anyways, we're going to start with Unto the End, coming to Xbox One, PS4, PC, and Stadia on December 9th for $24.99. Unto the End charts a journey of loss and vengeance, told through unforgiving encounters, skillful combat, and stark moments of beauty. Fight your way through an indifferent wilderness as you search for the creature that has taken everything from you. And then we have Cyberpunk 2077 coming to Xbox One, PS4, PC, Stadia, December 10th for $59.99. You can obviously get it on next-gen consoles, but you're still getting the last-gen version on those consoles.
Yeah, but it will eventually give you the next-gen upgrade.
Well, I saw a remark to that where it said the earliest is 2021.
Yeah, I mean, if you really want to play Cyberpunk, you might as well just get it on the computer or fucking wait, you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
But,
But yeah, Cyberpunk 2077 is a non-linear sci-fi RPG based on renowned pen and paper RPG designer Mike Pondsmith's Cyberpunk system and created by CD Projekt Red. Okay. Then we have Avicii Invector. Coming to Xbox One, PS4, Switch, and PC on December 10th for $29.99.
Sounds like a dubstep concert.
It is. Avicii.
Oh.
Avicii's that like dubstep guy who died. Or I don't know if it's dubstep.
He died?
He's like a DJ. Yeah, he like overdosed or something.
Well, that's sad. How's
yeah.
he making stuff still?
I'm sure this was in the works before he died or something. But Avicii Invector is a fast-paced rhythm experience which fuses Avicii's trademark brand of uplifting EDM music coupled with serene visual scapes. So, okay.
How do you play this with a controller?
Hopefully it's in
I don't
VR
know.
or something, because
I mean, could. It's coming to PS4 and PC, so.
it doesn't say anything about VR.
No,
so
but we'll
yeah.
just assume. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. But Brigandine, The Legend of Runersia is coming to PS4 on December 10th for $49.99. Brigandine makes its return after 20 years with Brigandine, The Legend of Runersia. The 6 countries in the continent of Runersia wage a war to conquer and unify the land under one nation. I don't know what any of that meant, but I hope you guys enjoy it. And then we have
Well, should I
Evolution
actually spell
board
right?
game. Evolution board game is coming to Switch on December 10th for $19.99. Inspired by the award-winning tabletop game, Evolution retains the elements which made the analog edition so popular while also offering swift pace and features only possible in a modern video game. And then we have Spice and Wolf VR 2 coming to PSVR, Switch, PC, PCVR on December 10th. Couldn't find a price, but Spice and Wolf VR 2 is a story set in the Spice and Wolf anime light novel universe.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, is that a waifu I see? No,
It's a trap.
yeah, I don't even know what that is or oh no, it's very furry. It's a furry. Oh no, you pet it.
You pet her, yeah.
Oh no, why?
Dear Lord.
Oh, dude.
Oh,
This is
God.
definitely going to get sexual.
Oh, no. Okay, then we have Pixel Junk Eden 2 coming to Switch on December 10th for $14.99. Jump, spin, swing, and take out invading creatures to collect pollen and grow gardens back to full bloom. Along the way, you'll encounter a host of creatures and beautifully realized alien worlds to explore and liberate. Freedom. Okay, and then we have Alba, a wildlife adventure. And that's coming to PC and mobile on December 10th. Couldn't find a price. Even the smallest person can make. Oh, what in the world?
I don't know.
Wrong Alba.
Yeah, different Alba. But even the smallest person can make a big difference. Join Alba as she sets out to save her beautiful island and its wildlife. And then we have Medal of Honor Above and Beyond coming to PCVR on December 11th for $40 to $60. Couldn't find. They don't have a price out yet, but that's the range. That
Why does Oculus do that?
I don't know.
Yeah, they wrong for that.
Yeah, Medal of Honor Above and Beyond brings the historic battlefields of World War II back to the forefront for an epic AAA experience like no other.
In PS3 graphics.
Yeah,
According to Jamal.
with modern PS3 graphics.
That's Jamal being generous. Like,
Oh, yeah. My bad. We.
Hey, the Wii and the PS3 weren't too far off. If you ever
we're so far off, dude.
not if you played what was that game called? It starts with a C. It's like the oh man, what was that game? It was like about like it was supposed to be like Halo for, or no, it's supposed to. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. Anyways, then we have Space Invaders Forever coming to Switch on December 11th for $29.99. Get the ultimate Space Invaders experience with 3 great twists on the classic genre: Space Invaders Extreme, Space Invaders Gigamax 4 SE, and Arkanoid versus Space Invaders. And then we have Panzer Dragoon Remake coming to Xbox One on December 11th for $39.99. Panzer Dragoon returns in a remake that stays true to the original, with improved graphics and controls to make this classic better than ever. And then we have Collection of Saga Final Fantasy Legend coming to Switch December 15th for $19.99. Collection of Saga Final Fantasy Legend combines 3 classic Game Boy titles: Final Fantasy Legend 1, 2, and 3, and 1 collection for Nintendo Switch. Cool. So if you want that or any of those games, yeah, you heard here. You know how much they cost and shit. Go get it. But that's it. That's it for this week's releases. We are now moving on
thank God.
to currently playing. Unless, Brent, you have the free PlayStation games from PlayStation.
Man, I think I said them last week. Hold up. Let me look
Did you?
it up. If not, I'll say them again. Hold up.
Mm-hmm. We're going to be real quiet here on the podcast.
Yeah, you guys just be as quiet as possible until I start talking.
We're going to
again.
take a moment of silence for the graphics of Medal of Honor Above and Beyond.
Oh God, and the hard drives.
Oh yeah, all the hard drives that are no longer going to exist.
Okay, here we go.
All right, let's hear it.
December 2020, Worms Rumble for PS5 and PS4.
Oh, we did do this last week.
We did do it. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so if you didn't listen to last week's episode, sucks to suck. All right,
Go
listen to it. And we're gonna talk about currently playing. Brent, you want to do this? You want to tell me what you're playing currently?
Yeah, I can tell you about it. I've been playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla still. I'm like 40 hours in now. It's pretty good. I've noticed they stole a lot of stuff from a lot of different games. And it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just I guess they were like, oh, that worked in that game. Let's just put it in our game. But they pretty much stole Red Dead Redemption 2's story. They stole this fucking illusion puzzle gimmick that Hellblade does a lot. They stole the fucking whole concept from God of War with the fucking Norse Valhalla. Yeah. And then they stole the fucking stamina and healing system from Dark Souls and kind of mashed it all into one game. And it works really well, but I've just every now and then I'm like, man, this is just like that other game. You know what I mean? It keeps hitting me in waves. I'm like, this is a lot like so-and-so game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but if it works, it works.
It does work. I mean, overall, the vibe from the game kind of feels a lot like The Witcher or something. So, I mean, you get it's a good game. I mean, I'm really enjoying it. I'm excited to finish it. And I've been playing Population 1 a little bit. They added this update, so it's all snowy now. Pretty cool. A lot of fun.
Cool.
And then the other day I was bored, so I booted up Dead Rising off the record on my PC. And I haven't played Dead Rising since, PS3 or whatever. And it's almost like playing a remastered version of the game. When you're playing it in 1440 fucking P with 60 frames per second, it really makes it feel so much better. I don't know. It's a lot of fun. So I've been playing that, and that's all I've been playing.
Cool. Yeah. So Devin, what have you been playing?
Well, a whole lot. Getting settled into my PC.
Oh, yeah. You've probably been going to town, huh?
A little bit, yeah. I've been playing some oddballs here and there, but mainly I got Blade and Sorcery for the VR.
That's always fun.
I put a giant-ass Star Wars mod in it, of course.
Is it just one mod, or did you put a bunch of mods?
No, there's one mod that's all-encompassing. It comes with maps,
I'm going to do that.
A bajillion lightsabers
that's
of
fun.
all different kinds. Yeah, it's really cool. I'll have to stream it onto the page. I played Doom Eternal at the max settings that my PC would run it at.
And Doom Eternal runs great on
super sexy.
I love that.
It looked so good, and this is really my first involvement with Doom Eternal, so it's been pretty fun.
Nice. How are the frames?
Well, my TV only does 60, so
Doom Eternal
a solid
is
60 at 4K Ultra.
Oh, nice. That's awesome.
It's super well optimized. For some reason, Doom is really it just plays incredibly good.
Yeah, it runs the smoothest of by far of any shooter that I've played on my PC so far.
Hell yeah.
I downloaded Fallout 76 and tried to play it, but couldn't. No surprise there.
It's the Game Pass version. It doesn't work.
Game Pass
You have to
PC.
get it on Steam or something.
Why does the Game Pass version not work?
I don't know.
Yeah, well,
It just doesn't work.
It will crash every 5 seconds.
It wouldn't even let me play it, so they were doing server maintenance.
On console, it worked for me.
Yeah, I know. It's on PC for some reason.
Okay.
The PC version of the Game Pass version of Fallout 76 is really wonky for some reason. I don't know why.
Huh. Weird.
And then last but not least, I was absolutely mind blown by Microsoft Flight Simulator. Holy shit. I flew from Bush Intercontinental over my work in north, over the Woodlands where I live, over Conroe and everything, all the way up to Huntsville.
Oh, that's
and
fun.
Everything was rendered in all the buildings had scale and everything. It was all rendered.
But did it look like the actual buildings?
So a lot of it depended. You could tell where
Probably in the
Google,
woodlands, I bet.
I think because they pull from Google Maps, so you could
Yeah.
tell where some areas were a lot more scanned than others. The woodlands, the buildings are almost all accurate, even the small ones. My apartment building was rendered in 3D.
They're going over
That's
the more
crazy.
rural places and updating them with like, updated maps and stuff. Like they just redid like Japan, I think, or Asia. It's one of those Asian.
No, it was Western U.S. or Midwest U.S.
I'm pretty sure they did Japan as the first one they did.
Oh, I was talking about most recently. Sorry.
Most recently, they're about to do
They're about to
Britain,
do-
England,
yeah,
I think.
UK.
Yeah, so like,
So,
all of
the
UK,
clouds,
yeah.
and rain.
Wow, that's pretty
You
cool.
know, one thing to keep your eye on if you, it's like a real time weather system in the game. So if there's like a hurricane or something in
people
real
were
life,
flying into the
dude,
hurricane
fly
that-
your
the
shit
last one
into
that
it.
hit
It's
us.
fun.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's crazy. And then I've got it running at 4K, but it can only put out like 20,
15 frames per
no, 20 to 25.
Oh, okay.
But if you're flying over, unless you're like down close to the ground,
I was about
it
to say, when
really
you're taking
doesn't-
off, it really it fucking drags ass. But then
Yeah.
once you're up in the air, it
is
performs a
so
little
crisp.
better.
And then seeing the sun go down in the game while I'm watching the sun go down out my window was a little trippy.
So have you been like plotting flights and then doing all the really nerdy stuff about it?
Hell no. I put it on the easiest controls. I started in the air a couple times and I'm just like sightseeing my like old houses that I lived in and shit like that. See what's
Nice.
rendered.
It's kind of like fancy Google Maps, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my only experience with Flight Simulator really was like back in tech systems in like the 7th grade. We had
Oh,
like
bro.
a class at school where like this teacher would like come into the classroom and he's just like, everybody make your stuff happen. And then we're just like, all right. And so we have to like plot flights and like, all the times and all that stuff. And I did none of that.
I can only imagine the kids of tomorrow that are going to be playing that shit to fucking
Oh yeah, dude.
in their tech system.
And they'll hate it too, just as much as I did.
I just can't wait to see how simulation-y they get with the VR. Like controls
It's gonna
and
be
panels and
fucking
everything.
stupid. I can already guarantee.
I hope
you.
so. I hope they really go all out
The
with
thing
it.
is, you're gonna have just a monster to play that. Like you really
Yeah.
are. Like because
Well,
you're
maybe
gonna
they'll
want,
optimize it for like less. Maybe the graphics will be worse or something, but
that-
make
they're
it work.
gonna have to a little bit
I will
at
choose
least.
like crayon graphics if I can just be in a plane cockpit flying. Like everything else can look super shitty.
Crayon graphics.
Like-
They have that.
I can only imagine what that looks like.
I'm sure it'll be sweet.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it'll struggle. The real struggle is going to be to get it up to like past 60. If you can get it past 60 frames per second, you probably have an enjoyable VR experience. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know.
So, I've been playing more Warzone as usual. That will be forever. I'm gonna continue. I'll have some actual interesting information on that next week since the new map drops on the 16th. I believe that's before next Tuesday. Yeah, that got delayed, by the way.
Yeah, I didn't know a new date was confirmed. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
it's the 6th. Yeah, it was already confirmed the day they announced the delay.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it went from the 10th for the new Warzone map to the 16th, and they're gonna show off a gameplay trailer on the 10th at the Game Awards. They're gonna show off the new map and everything, but the reason I'm pretty sure the reason they're doing that is because Cyberpunk comes out on the 10th.
It's almost like everyone's going to be playing something else on the 10th.
Yeah, I really think that's why they did it. But anyways, so I've been playing that. Been playing Minecraft Dungeons a lot. Like that's really fun. I'm really enjoying Minecraft Dungeons a lot. And I play like a good 30 minutes to an hour every night. Me and my girlfriend will just hop on and play a level, just to get to raise some levels, find some new weapons and stuff like that, get a little bit further.
Quality time.
Yeah, quality time. And then I've been playing, or I downloaded Dragon Age till 11, whatever, Tells of an Elusive Age or whatever. Dragon Quest. I don't know. I said age. Dragon Quest.
Got me excited there for a
But-
second. I thought you were playing a good game. Fuck. No, I'm just kidding.
I did not like Dragon Age, but
Oh, don't say that.
I'm just being honest.
Oh my
here we go.
god.
I don't like medieval shit. I just can't do it. I can't do it. I don't care if there's dragons and shit. Like, It's not cool. I don't like high fantasy stuff.
The fuck is Dragon Quest?
Dragon Quest
Yeah,
is
What?
Dragon Quest is a fantastical world that's not
a
set
high fantastical world.
no,
one might
a
say?
Japanese fantasy. It's different.
Okay.
Where there's
as long
slimes and stuff. It's not like based in any real time. You know what I'm saying? I don't like stuff that's like, oh yeah, there's dragons, but it's like knights and armor and stuff. Like that shit's boring to me. But you know, like that's just me. That's just me. You guys can get mad. I'm not saying it's bad. It's me personally does not like it. But Dragon Quest though, it's freaking beautiful. Like I was playing it on 4K. Like you know, I guess they like make it look real good on the Series X or whatever. But it looks fantastic, dude. And so I started playing that. And what's really cool about it is you can either play it in 2D. Like old school like RPG.
A little bit.
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah, you choose that at the beginning, but you can always change it while you're playing. Like if you get tired of playing it in 3D and whatnot, you can switch it over to 2D.
Because you get tired of it looking great.
Yeah, exactly. But it's really cool. I'm not far in it at all, but I have it downloaded on my laptop and on my Series X. So in the save, like it's just there. Like if I open it on my laptop, it's still in the same spot it was on my Xbox, which is really cool.
It's super convenient.
Very cool.
It's a Dragon Quest it's a turn-based combat, right?
Yeah, it's a turn-based RPG, but you can like run around during the battles. Like it's weird. Like it's almost like KOTOR.
Like Ni no Kuni or something.
Yeah, definitely more Ni no Kuni than KOTOR, but and it's got that same kind of like visual, like artistic look to it as the Ni no Kuni. But anyway, so that's what I've been playing. I will have more on Dragon Quest next week, as well as more Warzone stuff. But anyways, so let's jump on over to the topic of the show. Today's topic of the show is superheroes that need the Spider-Man PS4 treatment. And by that, we mean superheroes that need a good-ass video game. Not necessarily an open-world Spider-Man type game.
Just solid as fuck.
Yeah, like a solid AAA title that
I mean, I kind of went with the open world. All of mine are like.
I mean, you can have the open world. I'm just saying, like, I don't want people to mistake it as like we just want this skin over the Spider-Man game. Like, I just want that much effort put into these superheroes.
That's pretty much how I took it. How I interpreted it.
I should have been.
I thought
more.
we were doing like Batman Arkham ripoffs or like Spider-Man, like games that need.
No, I just meant the treatment, like that, like where they gave it to a AAA studio and they were like, "Here, make a really good fucking game." And like, okay, see how Spider-Man hasn't been good since Spider-Man 2, and then suddenly they were like, "Here, we'll give it to Insomniac Games," and then they fucking put out a first-party PS4 Spider-Man game.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
now,
that's what I mean.
But before I made this list,
oh my
I
bad.
thought we were talking about that.
We'll have lots of different.
Yeah, we'll have different perspectives.
Great.
You know, like
Let's do it.
all right, so
content.
which Spider-Man game do you think they should? No, I'm just kidding. All right, Brent, how many did you bring?
5.
Okay, I got. Yeah, you can go first then, and then Devin, you brought some, huh?
5 as
Okay,
well.
cool. All right.
Okay, I guess I would start off with an X-Men game.
Ooh.
You know what I mean? So I know that's a little like not specific, but I would want it to be like Grand Theft Auto 5 where you can switch between 4 characters with the D-pad.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
So like you push the D-pad and it zooms you over and suddenly you're Storm and you're like inside the academy and you're fucking, teaching a class, and then like she just puts the chalk down and like walks off and you start being her. You know what I mean?
The class is like, wait, what
Fuck
the fuck?
Or like, so I want it to the alternate, like I want you to be able to be Cyclops, I want to be Storm, I want to be Wolverine, and I want to be. I thought about the 4th character for a minute, and I'm thinking Jean Grey would probably work the best as the 4th character. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was thinking maybe Nightcrawler, but
Nightcrawler would be
Dude,
dope, but it'd be hard to
Nightcrawler-
do.
it would be dope, but it's like, how do you really make his power? Because like he could so maybe when you're Nightcrawler, you can teleport wherever you want, and the other people don't have like a fast travel option.
But
or
he
something.
can't teleport like super far away. He can
Yeah, he
only
can. As
teleport to
long
where he
as-
can see, right?
As long as he can envision it in his mind.
Oh,
so
okay.
if it's like super far away, he just has to be able to like.
So maybe you have to have
Visualize
been
it.
there. All you would have to do is pull a Ubisoft and like like there's certain areas like that. It's like you get to this like pole, and then you can just like envision it, and every time you fast travel, it'll take you right there.
I was thinking it'd be more fun to have him as like a supporting character. So when you like want to fast travel, he like just like runs up and like grabs your arm and like poofs you to another like location or something. You know what I mean?
That would be cool.
But yeah, I definitely just want like all the X-Men, big open world, like, and I want like a really detailed representation of like the school, and I want you to be able to fly the jet that comes up from under the basketball court and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you should be able to play basketball on that basketball court, though.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah,
but like mutant basketball, so like you have like teams of mutants that like catch on fire and shit, like NBA Jam.
Yeah, it'll be like how in Twilight they play baseball as vampires. Like it's very different. You know what I'm saying? It's just like Twilight. No, just had to bring up that reference. But yeah, since we're talking about X-Men, I wanted a Magneto game, based on his origin story. Like I want like a rated M, like World War II Magneto story.
You go really dark with that.
Yeah, like you start out like right whenever they basically are doing all those tests on you and stuff, and like, you know, your powers are brought out, and then you just start fucking up the Nazis, and like you like you're put in Auschwitz or whatever, like in his origin story. You have to like it'd be like the first video game representation of fake Auschwitz. You know, like, but it'll be like with you know, with like make it real, like show the horrors of Auschwitz, but you know, have the X-Men world based around like how there's actual mutants and stuff like that. Kind of give it.
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was just thinking, I think it'd be cool to do that game and like have it kind of alternate between the past, like World War II Auschwitz, and then like some kind of present day situation with Magneto where he's like with the whole, you know,
With
crew
the gang.
you know and love, you know.
Days of Future
Yeah.
Past.
Well, see,
Kind of, but not like a time altering story.
Yeah.
Just like it shows his past and like maybe
two
his
different
motive. Maybe
stories.
like the past story leads to some kind of climax that presents his
Makes him
motivation for whatever
flashback.
he's doing in the present. You know,
well,
what
that's
I mean?
that's exactly why he became Magneto, right? Is because he lived through World War II and was like kind of fucked with the whole time. You know, like I just want what I really want is to be able to just pull all the minerals out of the body of a Nazi. You know, and watch them just rip to shreds.
Minerals?
You know what I mean? The metals,
Iron?
the iron. Yeah. Like just pull all that out of a body, and I want to do that in a video game, and I think that would be awesome.
That would be really awesome.
But anyways, yeah. So that's my X-Men. What about you, Devin? What you got?
So I know they've done a couple, but Deadpool.
Yeah, Deadpool doesn't.
You can't have too many Deadpool games. You know?
I
Even though I think the last Deadpool game was really well received. Like,
Was
it was very well received.
I looked into it, but I never went out and bought it. So I don't have it. Yeah, I don't have any experience with it.
It's kind of got a cult following.
Yeah,
Really? Okay,
but
well, then I'll definitely have to try it out then.
yeah, definitely. I mean, it's older, so it might not hold up now. But I think when it did come out and people were playing it, they really enjoyed it. All right, Brent, what you got?
So my next one would be Ant-Man. Now, I know that seems like kind of a lame superhero.
No.
But if you think about Ant-Man as like a superhero, like his powers would be the most fun to have in a game, because like you could have this open world like Grand Theft Auto type thing, and then Ant-Man could shrink down and suddenly you're playing like Grounded, you know what I mean? Or he could get big and suddenly the whole city's like fucking a little diorama, and you could like step over fucking towns and shit. You know what I mean?
That would be really cool.
It would be really cool to be able to play with perspective and have to do like get small for puzzles or something.
That's what I was about to say. I could see that being cool in a non-open world game, more just like they
Directed.
Yeah, a very like directed, but like you have to shrink to solve puzzles or grow to solve certain puzzles, like almost like a Super Mario 64 type situation. Where
I really want the open world aspect of it though, and it doesn't have to be like a straight up open world. You could do it like Dragon Age Inquisition or something.
That's what I'm talking about.
Segmented,
like 64, like Super Mario 64, where you go into certain areas and they're open.
Yeah,
but like
way more open than Super Mario 64. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you get like a freedom area, but it follows along a plot line. Like, maybe there's a bunch of stuff to do in those certain, like, then the free roam areas that, like, you have to find and solve or whatever. I don't know. But I get what you're saying. I just think with an open world, like, perspective, that would just be really like overwhelming. Like if you could
Maybe
shrink
for
down
like the
to an ant
developers,
size.
you know what I mean?
Oh no, I mean even for the player. Like if you had a complete open world and there was like stuff hidden around it as like for you to shrink down and find. Like imagine shrinking down and then suddenly the open world just becomes like 20 times larger, you know, like
yeah, exactly. And that's why I say from a development standpoint it would be hard, but I can't like I don't think it would be lame from like a game player perspective. Like I don't know. I think it would be really cool.
It would be tight if they could figure out a way to rein it in and like make it like work. You know what I'm saying? Like whenever you shrink, like somehow give it purpose. You know what I'm saying? Like I just feel like it'd be hard to find places to go, but I like the idea. Like that's actually probably one of the coolest ideas. I just don't know how they'd make it work. But Powerpuff Girls. I know they're not your typical superheroes, but I want a Powerpuff Girls open world game.
Beat
like,
the fuck out of Mojo just anytime.
I just feel like it'd be one of those games like Simpsons Hit and Run that you wouldn't see it coming. Like you wouldn't expect it to be really good, but like you could have like a lot of cool like references. Like maybe you find Samurai Jack and stuff like that. Like just a lot of Easter eggs and references to other Cartoon Network shows, but make it like the end-all be-all Cartoon Network game where it's just like open world cell shade, or not even cell shaded, but like a 3D animated like look like a Powerpuff Girl world, you know, and have like maybe even Dexter's Lab appears, you know, like you can go to Dexter's Lab and stuff like that. I just think that would be a fun superhero game.
That would be really dope. Cartoon Network used to put out some cool games back in the day.
Oh yeah, dude, their Flash games online.
Yes, man.
That shit was dope. I used to play the DBZ game all the time.
The glory days. What was that one? We're getting off topic.
Okay, what you got?
So I got for my next one, and I don't know how they would do this, but Beast Boy.
Beast Boy?
Beast Boy?
From the Teen Titans?
Yeah, I want to turn into some animals and fuck people up. Like,
I was about to... I'll turn into some animals.
No. No. But
rated A.
I've always thought like an Animorph game would be kind of cool. Yeah. So
that would be tight. Yeah, Animorphs.
Animorphs, you're limited to the one fucking animal that you can.
No,
right, but that would be like a gameplay element. So like you'd go around the open world and like find animals, and then you'd have to find a way to touch the animal so you could.
Is that how they train?
Yeah, so
okay.
I think you have to touch
Never
the animals, right? In Animorph.
I don't remember.
I'm pretty sure you had to touch the animal.
I thought these powers were like bestowed onto them.
Yeah.
They are, but you have to like.
Aren't
touch
they like
the
half
animal
alien
first.
or something? Or they are alien?
Something like.
Dude,
the aliens give them some kind of power. I forgot. So they have to fight the fucking worm aliens that are crawling in everybody's ear.
Imagine how dumb it would be if aliens came here and they flew all the way the fuck here just to turn us into animals. Like to like give us the power to turn into animals. Like what is
it made sense as a kid, okay? You got to read the books, okay?
I'll stick with my Beast Boy game. Thank you.
I saw this thing the other day on YouTube. This guy was like talking about how the Earth is like 70% water, and how in signs like the aliens knew they were like they were dead, like they would die from water, and they come to a planet that's 70% water. Like he's like, why did they even fucking come here? He's like, there's a part of the planet, like looking at it from space, where there's not any land. All you see is water.
Yeah.
Like,
but see, did they know they were gonna die? Like,
you would imagine they had some
smart
kind
aliens,
of concept.
obviously.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like, maybe they come from a planet that just doesn't even have hydrogen on it or something. You know what I mean? Like,
maybe they were like, what is this H2O? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then again, they just traveled light years and in a ship, and then they were just like, hey.
Yeah, I mean, I think if we traveled light years to land on some alien planet, we would kind of be cautious about the.
Yeah, we would do some tests first. You know, we don't just fly over and like.
Well, it's the same with the damn War of the Worlds aliens. Like they didn't think about fucking bacteria or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, come on, dog. Like
they're like, oh
come
shit,
on.
we're
foreign bodies in general.
Yeah, so weird. But okay, next one I got. Wait, is it Brent? It's Brent.
Is it Brent?
Yeah, it's
Is
Brent.
it me?
Brent. Oh no, wait, Brent just went, didn't he?
No.
No. So it's Brent.
So
yeah.
it's me, yeah.
Yeah.
So my next one would be the Iron Fist origin story. Okay.
Okay.
So you would basically play as like Danny Rand, you know what I mean? And it would start out and, like, you know, you'd accidentally make everybody fall off the mountain and then, like, fucking... do you guys know about Iron Fist?
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, I'm learning about it right now.
Okay.
As you're
I
talking.
know there's a
Let me
movie
back
coming
this
out,
up. No.
No,
this
it's
is,
a TV show on Netflix.
No,
I thought they were doing
I'm
a
not
movie.
talking about the TV show.
Okay, all
We're
right.
talking about the comic book, Iron Fist.
The
okay?
book of it.
So basically, let me back this up. In the book, there's a kid, or in the comic book, there's a kid named Danny Rand. Okay,
Okay.
his dad's name is I forgot his dad. I think Wendell Rand or something. Basically, Wendell was raised by these like monks in this mythical land called Kunlun that only appears on Earth every 15 years. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
I like that concept.
So basically, he decides that one day he's going to leave Kunlun and become this entrepreneur. Okay, he does. He gets super rich and famous, and he has a kid named Danny Rand. Okay, who's basically like Bruce Wayne because he's a little kid and he's rich. One day Wendell Rand's like, I'm going to show you guys where I grew up. We're going to go on an expedition to Kunlun. It should be reappearing magically. Because the 15-year stint is over.
Yeah.
So we're going to go to this place. So he goes on this expedition with his kid, Danny Rand, his wife, I forgot the wife's name, and his business partner, Harold Meacham. Harold Meacham is secretly in love with Wendell Rand's wife. Okay.
Ooh,
So-
backstabber.
I know. So they get to this mountain, right? And they climb the mountain, and like halfway up the mountain, Danny accidentally slips off the mountain, and he's tied to his mom and dad, pulls them off the mountain. They're all hanging there.
This is why you shouldn't have kids.
Yeah. Then Harold Meacham comes up, and basically because he's in love with the wife, he lets the dad fall and die.
Wow.
And then he tries to pull up the mom, but the mom's like, no, fuck you, you know? And so he goes
Really?
off into the storm, and then...
Oh.
So the mom and Danny come up out of the snow, and then the mom gets eaten by wolves. And as the mom's
wow.
getting eaten by wolves, the, you know, Kunlun people come out of the snow and shoot the, you know, wolves with arrows or whatever, but it's too late. And they raise Danny for the next, like, 15 years to become this martial artist that's, like, centered on revenge. And, like, 9 years after they, like, adopt him, he becomes the immortal Iron Fist by, like, punching a dragon to death.
I've seen this somewhere.
Hold on. My question is like, who's he getting? Is he getting revenge on the wolves?
No, he's getting revenge on Harold Meacham for throwing his dad to his death.
I mean, he really didn't have a chance. I mean, well, like, was he trying? He just didn't have the strength to save both of them, so he saved her instead.
Just think like Lion King, where he like throws the fucking.
Oh, okay, so he did it
like,
on purpose.
"Rah!" Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was more like
Long
I have to
live
decide, like, do
Wendell.
I save her or him? And he was like, well,
Well, I think it might kind of come down to that because whenever he finally gets back to New York after 15 years of training to be this martial artist and kill fucking Harold Meacham with his bare hands and attaining the power of the immortal Iron Fist and becoming the guardian of
why didn't he
Kunlun.
just shoot him?
I know. Right? Well, he was a little kid whenever he went to.
No, I mean,
Kunlun,
like,
so-
all this just to get revenge. Like, just go back home, buy a gun, and shoot the
This
man.
is a
He
seemingly
was like
normal
6,
guy,
okay,
right?
and he was raised in like by these monks, okay. He wasn't thinking that far ahead.
Seems like a little overkill for just a normal dude.
Also-
Does he have any
also-
powers or anything? Like,
No, he
is he
doesn't
like
have
a
any
Lex
powers.
Luthor?
As a matter of fact, whenever he finally catches up to the guy, the dude's like missing his legs because he got lost in the snowstorm after the fucking shit. So he like fucking can't even fight at all.
Takes
and, like,
pity- I
he
feel
takes
like-
Does he still
pity
whoop
on
his
him.
ass?
No,
I feel like all of this is Wendell Rand's problem because he took him to this stupid island. Like, it's
pretty
like
much, yeah.
if he wouldn't have been like, oh, dude, I'm gonna take you back to this magical island full of wolves and murderous things, like none of this would have happened.
Anyways, my point is, I think it would be a fun video game.
Sounds like it.
To like have you like live that little part at the beginning, run from the wolves, whatever, and then do like the whole like training session in Kunlun. So like build this big open world Kunlun like, you know, area that's like this big mythical beautiful world.
Like an Uncharted type.
Yeah, but
setup.
like more like fantasy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like imagine like
Jamal's
fucking
out.
As long as there's no knights in armor, I'm
no,
good.
No knights. It's like that, but like Asian.
Okay.
Are you cool
Right
with
up his
that?
alley.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. But see, you would think these monks would teach him, like, you know, to meditate and chill out.
Nah, because the monks loved Wendell, and so like, because
oh,
they
so
raised him.
they want him to get revenge
yeah, and
too.
so he explained what happened, and they're like, "Oh shit, let's teach him how to kick ass."
They're gonna be real disappointed when he comes back.
Yeah.
If he comes back, it's like 15 years later. Like,
Okay. So my next one is okay. So I want. This is gonna sound weird. Not a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game. a Raphael from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles
Just
game.
Raphael?
Just Raphael.
Would you interact with the other turts?
You can, but okay, so Raphael is the dark, brooding character,
Sure,
okay?
yeah.
He's like the Batman of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And that's why I want him, I want the game to be based around him, okay? And I want it to be about like, kind of like the live action movie where it was like really focused on him and his situation about how he felt about Splinter being taken and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? I want it to be like some adventure of Raphael. Like, I want it to be an open world. I want it to be made either by Rocksteady or like, you know, some open world game developer that's just really good at making stuff like that, you know. And maybe like the other turtles are off on some, you know, like,
What if you got to save the other turts?
yeah, there we go.
Or you could do the arc. Was it Raphael or Leo? Was it Raphael or Leo that in the newest arc for the turtles? They
I
went
don't know
dark.
what the newest arc is.
I saw some like comic arc where all of them but one died.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that.
Well, see, that's what I'm... Okay,
Yeah.
Take that thing. Maybe they all die except for Raphael. I want this to be M-rated. I want him fucking taking the Foot Clan and ripping their feet off.
No, yeah, he goes like hard. He barely goes hard fucking core.
like,
I'm going to look it up.
He's like going after the Foot Clan and he's trying to collect all their feet. You know what I'm saying? I want something like that. Like, and then whenever he finally gets to Shredder... He just
throws a bushel of feet at his feet.
No, or it could no, check it out. I want it to be like Sekiro, but with
That would be fucking sick.
yeah,
dude.
Sekiro, but Ninja Turtles.
That's all you had to say, dude.
Yeah,
oh my god, that would be sick.
Yeah,
dude.
and you can only play as Raphael though, and it's his story. And then maybe in future, or maybe DLC, you can get the other turtles or something.
Yeah, I think I'd love a game like that where you like rescue the turtles one by one, and like you don't get to play as them, but like they show up at your like home base or whatever, and they're chilling after you save them. You know?
Yeah.
The Last Ronin.
Yeah, and it better be Raphael because he's the.
I don't think it is.
Go down. What's it say? In the future, New York City, blah, blah.
Oh, wait, what?
A lone
That's
surviving
not
turtle. Who's the lone surviving turtle? They just keep saying that. It's like, just say which
Yeah,
turtle it is.
What color is his face thing?
Beating around the bush. He doesn't have a color anymore, I don't think.
Go down.
Because he's sad. His brother's dead.
But who's the last Ronin turtle?
There we go.
3 of 4. Okay.
Yeah.
Whatever. Okay.
Yeah,
Anyways, Devin, what do you got?
Okay. Doctor Strange, I think, would be a really cool one. They
Yeah,
have
I
the
thought
different
about
powers
that.
and everything.
You can make that really fun. That's for sure.
Could definitely incorporate the new movie that's about to come out. You know, I mean, not do a movie game, but be able to go from universe to universe and stuff like that.
Yeah. I think it would be. You could have a lot of fun, like gameplay mechanics with his powers. You know.
For sure. I think that would be the best part is the mechanics of the game. Like whatever you set up for, like maybe you level up and get like different, you know, abilities and stuff like that.
Yeah, maybe make the world kind of interactive, like you know, in the first Doctor Strange movie where they're like fighting on the side of the buildings and like folding up the fucking universe and shit. Like
Yeah, changing settings like that.
that would be fucking sick. Dude.
Oh, the
So
last
it
Ronin
was-
is Michelangelo.
Yeah,
That's stupid. But I'm sure it's good. I'm sure it's great. Okay, Brent.
Yes. Yes. So, okay, this is going to sound really stupid and generic, but we need a Superman game, a young Superman game. So I want young specifically, like Smallville era Superman, because I want him to like discover his powers and that be part of the gameplay. Like, I think you level up, you earn powers, you know. I think that would be really cool.
What if it had multiple endings? One where you go like evil. And the one where you
like a morality system?
Yeah.
That would be sick, dude.
you got to become the Boy Scout, you know?
Dude, and there's like dark Superman powers that like affiliate with the dark Superman side, like KOTOR kind of.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that would be sick. Fucking like
yeah.
laser vision, frost vision. I want to like earn the powers. I think that's my main thing I want to do with this game is like be Superman, and you start as basically just super strong, and that's it. And like through the game, you like, you know, learn to fly. You fucking do ice breath. You fucking X-ray vision, all that shit. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah.
I think that would be really cool.
I think that would be a good one. Good. Okay, so I couldn't decide on these two who I'd want to make it, but I'm just gonna start with one of them. But Daredevil, I think would be really cool. Like you're in Hell's Kitchen, like open world, Arkham Knight type game. So obviously Rocksteady. I want Rocksteady to make this one because they did so good with the Arkham games.
Yeah, that dark vibe. You know?
And I feel like Daredevil is just Batman, but in Hell's Kitchen.
Fun fact: there's actually a Hell's Kitchen area in the Marvel Spider-Man PS4 game, and they have like the Daredevil church and shit at it.
See, that would be tight. Like I want that, but just a Rocksteady on it. You know?
Would be so sick, dude.
And make it dark. You know, make it good.
That's another one.
The whole
you could
game is just a black screen with audio and vibrations.
What if you did a black screen, but like you tapped a button to like, I don't know, like you use audio
Pulse
in the
out.
world. So like if you're in a room with nothing in it, it is black, or like you can only see like right around you. But like as you walk out in the street, like the lights, like everything goes blue, and you see the cars go by. Like it would be really cool.
I feel like you don't even have to necessarily deal with his blindness just because of the fact that you're in third person. You know, he's still blind. It's obvious that he's blind. Like you could throw in that effect. Like I think that would be cool. But outside of that, I don't think he has to be blind.
Maybe you could make it optional or something.
Yeah, because
like I think that would be cool for people who want it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would play
Expert
the whole
mode.
game like that. You know, I think that would be really neat.
It would be cool, but I think it would get really old.
You know, what'd be even cooler is if you like made it to where blind people could play the game, like The Last of Us 2 or whatever, like we talked about.
With audio cues.
Have some kind of audio cue feature, so like
That'd be dope.
blind people can play as their fucking,
dodge left. You know, like it tells you what to do. You know? But like, I think just having like, because like in Marvel Nemesis, you can play as Daredevil, and it's just third person. Like you just get all the Daredevil abilities and
I
stuff.
just want to say that I was mainly making a joke. I was.
Oh no, but
to start this whole conversation.
But I think that's why you don't have any Daredevil games, is because they don't know what to do with that. You know what I'm saying? Like there's literally only one Daredevil game, and it was on Game Boy Advance. That's it.
Man.
Was it?
Yeah, there's no other like
missed opportunities, man. You can make that a sweet game. The only thing I think maybe Daredevil doesn't have enough powers or something. It would be hard to have like a level up.
Are you kidding me? The dude is like, he has like 90 senses, and then he can like do parkour and
I mean, yeah, he can hear and smell really good and stuff, but like
he can block like literal bullets out of the just for using his senses. You know what I'm saying? Like in the show, he literally is like, he kicks a arrow out of the sky. The guy shoots an arrow and he kicks it.
Yeah, but he also gets his fucking ass beat like a lot in the show.
Which
like,
makes no sense. But, you know, like,
you know,
there's really no explanation as to why that is. Like, he'll literally kick arrows out of the sky, and like, he can throw his stick and purposely...
he throws that stick. That sticks would be the most fun part of the game.
Yeah, he can throw a stick and purposely hit a light to make it spark and cause a fire. Like, but for some reason, if a dude who's never fought before starts punching at him, he just gets his ass beat for like a second. Like, that part makes no sense to me. But take it outside of the show and focus more on the Daredevil comic abilities, which is just like he can do anything basically. He's like Spider-Man in a different costume.
I don't know about anything.
Dude, he swings. He literally swings like Spider-Man.
But
Okay,
like
but can he stick to a
Spider-Man can
wall?
like climb up
No.
walls and
Does
have
that super
Spidey
strength?
senses.
That's not.
And
I'm not
super
talking
strong.
about.
And,
Oh, these are pretty big claims you're making here.
He's got Spidey senses. He literally has Spidey senses.
Okay,
the
he
only
does
thing he
have
can't
Spidey
do is climb walls, and they make him climb walls in the show. they literally
he
make him
doesn't,
run
like,
up walls.
Technically, have super strength though. Like he really doesn't. He's
No.
a really good martial artist, but like
But neither
he
does
would-
Batman.
Yeah, but Batman
they made
would
a
beat
whole
the
game
fuck
about
out of
it.
him, dude. Like
No, he wouldn't, dude. He can.
Ooh, Batman versus Daredevil.
Yeah,
would win?
Batman would get his ass beat by
I
Daredevil.
don't know, man. I don't know, man.
He would.
Daredevil would hear him coming, but Batman would still beat that.
Batman would have some contingency plan for him.
Yeah,
like
Batman
he's got for
would
everyone else.
outthink him. That's the only thing.
I don't know. You said he gets beat up by just regular ass thugs. I
Yeah, but
mean,
he wins no matter what. He gets beat up for like a split second, and then he just turns around and fucks him up for no like. It just.
I mean,
doesn't make
usually
sense.
when he like really gets beat up, it's somebody that's kind of
It's like a
good
boss.
at fighting.
Yeah. It's like Nobu. Nobu was the only person that even gave him a run for his money.
Yeah,
I know
I
how-
guess Batman kind of got whooped by Bane pretty bad.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I
and
know
Bane
how-
was just a pro wrestler, basically.
I know how Batman would get him.
How's
Just
that?
flash bang or
Yeah, you
like
use
Flashbang.
weapons.
bust his eardrums
yeah.
and then he's just
It's like the what's that fucking the the boys where he like slaps the dude in the ears. Yeah, that would be it, dude.
Yeah, but see, that's all I'm saying. I think Daredevil as a in Hell's Kitchen by Rocksteady. That's it.
That would be such a good game. Yeah.
And you have like all the Easter egg characters that pop up. Like have Spider-Man.
You gotta have like
Punisher,
Kingpin.
Kingpin, all that stuff. It would be awesome. Anyways, what you got, Devin?
I think they've already done one in the past, but Ghost Rider.
I don't think they've done that.
That would be sick.
Yeah.
I think maybe like just a shitty like movie one-off.
Yeah,
Bro.
I think Ghost Rider is a forgotten character that would be really cool to bring back as a video game.
That would be tight to have like an open world game where you're riding your motorcycle through town and suddenly your fucking head just turns into a skull and catches on fire and you're like, oh, there must be evil afoot, and you just fucking have to like find the bad guys. That would be tight, dude. Yeah, I would play that.
So the Ghost Rider game was based off the movie. It's got a
PS2.
A 54% on Metacritic.
I still want to play it.
Yeah. But I think like a modern Ghost Rider game would be really cool.
And you could implement that into open world easily too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, with his bike and everything.
You almost have to because you want to ride that bike.
Go around and get all the sinners.
That would be part of the fun about Ghost Rider.
It could just be Days Gone with a Ghost Rider thing over it. Instead of zombies, switch it out for thugs.
And you'd have to make some kind of customizable bike thing because it would be really unsatisfying if you were stuck on the same bike the whole game and like there's all these other vehicles.
Or be able to get the horse. Is that even canon?
The
Ghost Rider horse?
Maybe you get like
I didn't even know there was a Ghost Rider
horse. In one of the shitty movies there was.
You could just get a Ghost Rider Ducati, dude. Like
Ghost Ride the whip, dude.
Yeah, dude. It'd be tight. Maybe even give him cars sometimes. Like, he just gets a Lambo.
Ghost Rider.
Oh, God.
Anyways, what you got, Brent?
Okay. My next one has the best vehicle out of all of the superhero games. We're talking about Wonder Woman, okay?
Okay. She's got the invisible...
You need the invisible jet, dude. You know what I'm saying? But,
has that been implemented to any of the movies? I think I've only seen
probably not. I think in some of the
I'm sure there's a joke about it.
In the newer movies, they like probably went with like Sandals of Hermes or something less stupid. You know
I love how that's less stupid. The Sandals of Hermes.
all of Wonder Woman's shit is forged by the gods. Like her lasso is like the lasso of Artemis. Her fucking little shield bracers are like the bracer, like the fucking something of Aphrodite or something. I don't know. They're all like Greek god related things.
No, it made a lot of. It sounds dumb saying it, but it makes a lot more sense than a fucking invisible jet.
Does she wear Orion's belt, dude?
I don't think so.
Does she have Zeus's thunderbolt?
Now we're just in a different like. That's not even Greek.
You went so in depth.
It is Greek. Yeah.
You went so in depth with what's his name. I mean, we need the backstory on Wonder Woman now.
Look, man. All I know is that Wonder Woman's got cool shit. Okay, she's got the lasso. So the lasso is like unbreakable. Okay, we've tied up Superman in this lasso and shit, and he couldn't even break it. Okay. Yeah. Not only is it unbreakable, but it makes you tell the truth. Which I guess I can't see how that would be fun in a video game.
Tell me the truth.
I'm thinking you can find a way to make it fun. Like, you know how in true crime where you like would fucking search the people and they'd have drugs and you'd arrest them or whatever. Yeah. You could like truth lasso people and be like, "Hi, tell me your secrets" or something. I don't know.
It's like
it sounds stupider the more I say it. But like I said earlier, she's got the magical bracelets, which like can form like this fucking barrier around her. So that could be like a combat thing. Her combat would be great. She's got a sword. She's got the like lasso, the shields or whatever.
Yeah, Wonder Woman's
super
a badass.
Strong.
Nobody's debating this.
She's also got her like tiara thing, so you can make that like a projectile weapon. She'd be throwing that shit
like King K. Rool.
Yeah, like King, exactly.
I like that.
She's got a purple healing ray, so she could be like, healing herself with the purple healing ray. But she also, it's like a fucking death ray too, so you could like kill people.
So
with
basically, it's just a murder simulator.
When the hell did she get that?
A murder torture simulator. She just runs around and like beats the shit out of everybody. Yeah. Like nobody has a chance.
Yeah, you'd be beating everybody's ass, dude. It would be a dope game.
Yeah, I like that.
And that's it.
Was it Devin? Is it me? Yeah. Okay. So my final one is obviously we need. Okay. Now this is gonna sound like, oh, that's obvious, but hear me out. The Punisher, but I want it to be by Rockstar. Okay, I want a Rockstar Punisher game. And, because they made the Warriors. They've done licensed shit before. I want them to just focus on like a hardcore, gritty noir Punisher game. I don't, and I say noir because I want it to be a little bit different than what you would expect.
Cyber Punisher 2077.
Max Payne.
No, I mean like old school noir. Like I say, like put it in a different setting, but make it the Punisher. Like give it some Rockstar feel. You know what I'm saying? Like how they do shit. I want it to be that cool. You know what I'm saying?
It could be cool. I could see that.
Yeah, and it doesn't even have to be gory or anything. Like, obviously, I want it to be Like, I want the Punisher feel to it, but it doesn't have to be like the old school one where he's like breaking, windows over people's necks and
I
stuff.
need everybody getting fucking adult only murdered in fucking full color. I need a remake.
In full color.
Yeah. Well, no, because like
this
that's what they did to scale it back from adults only.
Oh,
to,
yeah. I
they
forgot
changed
about
it to
that.
Black and white.
Which was really sucky. And then they also kind of just took the camera away from like whenever.
Some of them, yeah.
Because I remember the demo, you could watch like people's
off,
heads
dude,
get eaten by piranhas. Like you could literally stick their head in piranha,
That's
fish
the
tanks.
thing that made the original game so good was like the set pieces were like fantastic. It was like Max Payne, but like you could just take anybody to anything in the environment and like kill them with it. Like it was incredible.
Okay, well, you bring that, put it in a Rockstar game. Like, give it Manhunt 2 vibes,
Yeah. I'd like to see Rockstar do something other than big open world games for a second. You know what I mean?
And it doesn't even have to not be open world. You could do open world, but make it Manhunt open world, but as the Punisher.
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, that
Maybe
would be
like
tight.
I think with the Punisher, I think it'd be fun to have like kind of a smaller open world with like big like crack houses you go into and
Big
like
crack house.
You know what I'm talking about? When you're like clearing out the crack house as the Punisher and like fucking...
make it like the most recent Judge Dredd movie, Dredd or whatever.
Yeah.
Like you just walk up in a place and they're like, "Oh shit, the fucking Frank Castle's here," and like they lock down the place and you gotta like move up the building. Like make it like Cyberpunk, how it's all verticality.
Yeah. Adds like stealth elements where you like put bombs everywhere and they're like, "Oh shit, it's the Punisher," and you just boop and like the whole fucking place blows up and like fucking level the building.
Make it a playground. You
that
know
would
what
be
I'm saying?
fun.
Make it a fun like just fucked up playground. I think that would be cool.
I can get behind that.
Yeah.
So we got our rotations messed up. That was your last one, right?
Yeah, that was my last one.
We got our rotations messed up. I got my last one.
Oh, okay. What's your last
I don't
one?
think that's messed because I started right, so it's like
Yeah,
boop,
but it
boop,
went
boop.
it went you, him, and then me.
Oh well.
Anyways,
it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So we could have gotten this game or something in the likeness of it, but fucking Iron Man.
Oh yeah,
we got Iron Man VR on fucking
Well,
PlayStation.
Who the fuck has a PlayStation VR? No offense to anyone that has one, Brent. But no, like we could have gotten it with Anthem, or at least I would have been happy, with it. But yeah.
See, the big thing the reason I didn't pick Iron Man specifically is because basically for me that Avengers game is an Iron Man game because I only play as Iron Man.
No, we said good, Brent.
It is good, dude. Y'all are some haters, man.
I was gonna say I don't know why this just popped up in my head, but you know what would have made Anthem the game really good is if they licensed the anthem by Good Charlotte as the main song. And the whole time you're playing it, that's the only song that plays.
They would have sold at least 3 times the amount of copies.
This is the anthem. Throw
Just
all
on
your
repeat.
hands up.
Another loser anthem.
You can't,
At least-
and you can't turn music down.
There's no option for that. You can turn the sound effects on the game down, but you can't turn the music.
They missed a golden opportunity with a trailer on that.
Yeah. Dude, we should take like the anthem trailer and put that song over it and put it back on YouTube and see what happens.
Appropriate
That would
game
be
trailers.
great.
Anyways, but yeah, I'm down for an Iron Man game that doesn't suck.
Yeah.
You know.
And I want to be able to use all the suits. I want an open world because, flying around and shit. Maybe even huge open world.
You'd probably be into that VR one, man. You can use all the suits, and it's like a fucking open world, I'm pretty sure. It's supposed to be really good. Like,
yeah. I just don't think enough people have the VR, set up. So, like, give it, like, maybe make a whole VR or make a whole Iron Man flat game, but give VR as an option. You know, like maybe.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Maybe. I feel like
Somebody would mod it.
from a first-person perspective, I feel like if I was playing a flat Iron Man game, I want it third person.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You give it VR third person. You know?
Oh, okay, yeah, I could get behind.
Yeah,
that.
like just as like you can play this whole game in VR.
Dude, I think more games should do that. Like, I think a lot of games think, oh, VR support, I have to make this whole first-person perspective.
Yeah.
Like, no, dude, just add, like, put me behind the character in VR. I don't give a fuck. That shit is tight, dude. It really, really adds to the game. Like,
For real. I'd be down for that. Like, just to get more games into VR and get more people interested in VR. But anyways, that's it for the topic of the show, guys. If you have some superheroes that we missed, which I'm sure you do, because I'm not a huge comic book guy. That's why a lot of mine were like outside of the comic book realm. Drop it in the comments or in the Facebook group, facebook.com/group/GameSpeak podcast. We'll talk to you about it there. A bunch of people will talk to you about it there because we have a lot of people chilling in the group.
Yeah, by the way, we love all you guys up in the group.
Yeah, for real.
Spreading the love,
Please,
shout out.
Please share our episodes and stuff, or like, bring more people to the group. Like we want to spread the love. We want to get more people chilling in GameSpeak podcast.
And be active. Comment on shit, which, I mean, there's been a lot of interaction, and it's been pretty badass.
Yeah, it's been dope.
Yeah. But don't feel like you have to.
No, you're forced to.
No, you absolutely have. You don't have a choice.
There's no choice.
Just being here is good enough.
Don't
Nope.
listen to him.
Nope. So we're going to jump on over to some group interaction with the People's Champ. Who's the People's Champ this week?
Man, I don't know, man. Let me see what's up with all these fucking dumbasses. No, I'm just
Damn.
Wow.
kidding. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Y'all are cool.
Yeah, come be active so we can insult you.
Yeah.
Okay.
The People's Champ.
Man, I'm sorry, Kyle McAvoy. I don't understand what your question means. Otherwise, you might be the champ.
What's his question?
Well, I don't want to ruin it.
If you're talking about the word elite, it means elite.
Elite, yeah.
Oh, no.
Fuck yeah. Well, he's obviously not elite.
No.
Don't understand. And a little tidbit, I am going to be posting the People's Champ question on the page, so y'all go and put your responses to the question.
Oh, nice.
All right, so we got Aaron Jones. He's going to be the People's Champ.
Jonesy, man, he's been still in the People's Champ for a while.
Killing it, dude. Killing it. He said, if Super Nintendo World followed the trope of theme parks gone wrong, what kind of stuff do you think would go down?
Wait.
Or if Super Nintendo World, followed the trope of theme parks gone wrong, what kind of stuff do you think would go down? So, I guess he's asking what kind of, shitty...
Like how they had, action
it-
park.
Yeah, I was just about to say, what severity are we talking
Yeah,
about?
we're talking action park.
Like death?
Yeah.
I'm thinking the worst thing that could happen is we have, just a bunch of teacup rides everywhere.
No. He's talking
No.
dangerous. He's talking
Is that what he's
Incidents.
talking about?
yeah, because class action. Okay, they call
Oh.
action park class action park because of how many people. Apparently, at an action park, their wave pool was so bad back in the day that they literally would have to go and scrape the bottom for bodies after the day.
Yeah, the wave pool alone claimed
Sounds like my kind of wave pool, dude.
it claimed 8 lives. I'm pretty sure.
Fuck.
It was something more like 20.
Bro, I'm
Yeah,
sorry, but I'm trying to have some
ridiculous
serious
number.
waves, you
Yeah,
know?
dude.
If y'all can't handle it, get out the fucking wave
Get
pool.
out the way.
There's 5 other attractions that claimed multiple lives too.
Dude,
Yeah.
that's why water parks are scary as hell, man. Some
Yeah.
of I'll ride. Everybody's like, my girlfriend won't ride roller coasters, right? She won't go on
yeah.
any roller coaster that flips you over, but she'll ride the scariest goddamn water slides
No.
ever, dude. We've ridden some water slides together that I feel like we're gonna get thrown out of the fucking off the tube or whatever. And I'm like, how
Yeah.
can you not ride roller coasters? We're strapped into the roller coaster. At least we're in there. You know what I mean?
What's the water park right down 45? Splashtown?
Splashtown.
Or,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
6 Flags.
It's called
something.
Wet and Wild
Yeah,
now.
something. Dude, me and my youngest brother, we went there 2 summers ago, and we went there one time, and within one day there, we saw 2 people almost drown, taken out in ambulance.
Damn.
Yeah, dude.
And then a third lady somehow busted her skull open and was
Ooh.
taken away in an ambulance.
That
too.
water park life. dude.
talking
Yeah.
to add to the dangerous water parks.
That's dude, I refuse to get on the Texas free fall. That's just
That's
something
scary,
I
dude,
won't
yeah.
do. It's you're literally there's nothing
Free falling.
holding you to that.
You're literally literally free falling.
Yeah, and there's nothing holding you to that slide. Like at any point, you could accidentally like move a little too far to the right, and you're just fucking dead. That's
Right,
it.
yeah.
You died at fucking Wet and Wild Splashtown.
I'm such a big guy. I feel like slides like that, I just get like crazy momentum. Like, you know what I mean?
You're like Bowser, you know, like in Mario Kart, where like you start off a little slow, but it just builds up.
Yes, dude. And then you put me and Audra on one of those 2-person tubes, dude. Fucking forget about it, bro.
Yeah.
We are gone, dude. Like,
Forget about it.
What airborne on the damn lane racer. That shit's
But okay, so back to with that out of the way, we get what we're talking about here. Super Mario, I think maybe you have like okay, check it out. You know that ride at the fair where like you sit in it and it pulls you all the way to the top and then it drops you? It's like the Tower of Terror.
yeah.
But you're on a thwomp and it takes you to the top
And somebody falls on
and then somebody falls and gets crushed by the thwomp.
That's a great ride idea, though. You could have one right next to it that's a piranha plant coming out of a pipe, and you're like sitting on the top of in the piranha plant's mouth.
and it
you know?
shoots you out.
He
like
comes out.
No, it
Oh,
shoots you out
yeah.
like a fireball. Like it shoots you across the thing into a pool. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
That would be tight. But
Okay.
but there's always that off chance that you don't make it to the pool.
So
you know.
I got one.
You land on a spike.
So Mario Kart ride,
Okay,
yeah. The power ups blocks. One of
Yeah.
them goes down a little too far.
Knocks your head off.
Ooh,
Takes the head off.
yeah.
Yeah, see,
Ooh.
what I was thinking with the thwomp thing is like they're like, oh, this will be a great idea. Like maybe it shoots like okay, one person's going up and then it drops you down, but there's another one that's going to the side and then it shoots you and you have to like, and
Oh,
it's like, oh, you're
shit.
gonna make it under the thwomp before it hits the ground. You know, they're like, oh, this is gonna be a great idea. 20 people die
Yeah.
It just
instantly.
seems like a really bad idea for
Yeah.
a ride, regardless. Regardless of like accidents happening.
This is Action Park.
I'm talking about the fucking
Action Nintendo Park.
the people breaking their necks trying to jump and break these blocks are just gonna not. It's just not gonna work out. you know?
Yeah.
There's just gonna be floating bricks all around the park, and
Yeah.
people are gonna be trying to break them.
Not a good idea.
No.
Yeah, what's another? Okay, so like you know, maybe underneath all of the roller coasters they put spikes, you know, because like it's like in Mario how there's always like spikes and stuff, and they're like, oh, this is just a cool set piece. Guy falls out of the thing, would have survived, but he landed on the side.
What if the only way to get to the exit of the ride was to jump over Bowser? Like you have to jump over this like spiky
Sounds
Bowser.
like a death park more than a theme park.
Yeah, this is yeah.
I don't know how to make bad rides. I just know how to make people die in rides. And they would never do this.
I can already
you know.
picture your what is it, the roller coaster tycoon park?
Oh yeah, dude, it's
Jesus.
bad. Well, my problem is I'd just get bored with it halfway through, and the roller coaster wouldn't get finished, and they just go flying
Yeah,
off.
you press play anyways.
Anyways, okay, what's the next question, Brett? Thanks, Joe.
Okay, let's see. We got a question from Brent Bass here. He says,
Who's that?
He says, question for Brent. How does it feel to be the greatest co-host of all time on any show ever?
Oh, yeah, how is that, Brent?
And I gotta say, you know, it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I can only imagine.
Yeah.
You know, I wish I knew what that felt
I'm
like.
so surprised that wasn't people's champ.
Okay. We got John Cody Braxiak. I'm sorry, I'm butchering your name. John Cody Braxiak.
Let me see.
Braxiak?
I want to try.
Yeah,
wanna see.
you butcher his name.
His last name is, I don't even know. Brashik. I'm just gonna say it's Brockshik.
That sounds foreign. I like it.
Yeah, I don't know.
He says yes.
Wow.
Yes, I think is the yes to you being the best co-host.
Probably. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And then we have Jessica Smith Wallace. She says, real question for Brent. How does it feel to be the greatest co-host of all time on any show ever?
Wow.
Jessica, pretty good. Pretty good.
Yeah, that was very nice.
Yeah, super nice. We got Kyle McAvoy here. He says, why are us inverts so elite?
First off, that's not true. Okay, like if you they're actually doing a scientific study right now to see why people who play with inverted controls play
Are
with
fucking
inverted
maniacs.
controls. Yeah, they just want to see why you do it because it's a very small percentage of the population, almost the same percentage of psychopaths in the population. So I'm starting to think there might be a correlation.
Would you imagine that?
Might be about the exact same population. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I really don't know why you find yourself so elite. No.
That's just I
Yeah,
mean,
if you
flying games, sure, but
Yeah, if you're playing like
Not
a first-person shooter with inverted controls, you got problems. All right, if you're playing any game outside of a flight simulator with inverted controls, you got problems.
probably eats his steak well done.
Yeah.
If you guys are out there playing with inverted controls, leave a comment in the comment section and then unsubscribe from our channel. No, I'm just kidding.
Leave a comment so we can throw stones, dude. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, what else we got?
Let's see. Oh, you guys are so nice today. We got Aaron Jones here. He says, follow-up question for Brent. How come you have so many bitchin' ass shirts, bitch ass bass?
Yeah, bitch ass piss.
I don't know, man. You know, I just like to stay fresh in the fresh shirts. You know what I'm saying?
If this video gets to go live tomorrow, if I can somehow save the video, you'll see Brent is wearing a Rugrats shirt.
Pretty fresh.
It is pretty nice.
I get good deals though. You know, you go to Target, check out their fucking clearance shit.
Marshall's goes
Yeah, I
hard.
can't imagine the like just going to Louis Vuitton and getting a Rugrats shirt. You know.
You don't know about that Louis V Rugrats collection, bro?
Dude, that would be so fucking dope. But anyways, what's the thread count, by the way? No, I'm just kidding. No.
And we also have Philip Watson Dean here. He says, "What the fuck is up, Denny's?"
Denny's?
Yeah, have you seen that video?
No.
I'll show you later. It's
Okay.
funny.
All right. Gotcha.
But yeah.
What is up though? No, but yeah. So thank you guys for writing in. Not too many questions this week, but lots of comments. We accept both. We want questions and comments. So please drop those for the next episode. And thanks to you who did it this week. So now we are going to round out the show with Brent's
super crazy facts.
so generic.
God, what a fucking letdown.
Super crazy fact.
Super crazy, man.
Okay, let us guess it.
All right.
Give it to us.
Okay.
Raw.
Can you guess what happened to... Well, hang on. Let me think of a good way to word this.
See.
Can you guess what horrible thing happened to this man 7 times?
He was
Lightning
struck by
strike.
lightning.
Yes.
Yeah, that
How'd
was
you
in
know this?
that was in
Guinness?
no, what was that?
It is in Guinness.
What was the movie? Oh, I didn't know about that, but it was in the movie with Brad Pitt where he starts out as an old man and becomes
Benjamin Button.
Benjamin Button.
The curious case.
Yeah.
Curious case of Benjamin.
Like
Button.
for whatever reason, they just keep going over to this guy. Like it's like a whole set off thing where it's this guy and he gets struck by lightning 7 times, and they talk about it. They're like, "Have you ever heard the story about the guy who was struck by lightning 7 times?" They say it like 50 times in the movie.
I've never actually seen the movie.
Well, damn.
I
Yeah,
know of it.
I guess I need to watch Benjamin Button.
Yeah,
But yeah, let me give you guys a little bit of backstory about this guy, anyways. Even though y'all already know the facts, okay?
Yeah.
I see why the intro was not very exciting. No.
Oh, dear.
Dang, bro! Bro,
Nah.
if you don't think this is at least a little interesting after I
No,
read it to
it's-
you,
No,
then-
read it to us. Read it to
Okay,
us.
let me know. Roy Cleveland Sullivan was a United States park ranger in Shenandoah National Park in Virginia. Between 1942 and 1977, Sullivan was hit by lightning on 7 occasions and survived all of them. For this reason, he gained the nicknames Human Lightning Conductor and Human Lightning Rod. Sullivan is recognized by Guinness World Records as the person struck by lightning more recorded times than any other human being. So I'm going to run through a little record of each of his 7 lightning strikes because they're really interesting and kind of unbelievable almost. So the first time he got struck by lightning, it says Sullivan's first documented lightning strike was in April 1942. He was hiding from a thunderstorm in a fire lookout tower. The tower was newly built.
He was hiding from a lightning storm in the tallest fucking tower he could find.
The tower was newly built and had no lightning rod at the time. It was hit 7 or 8 times. Inside the tower, he said, quote, fire was jumping all over the place. So Sullivan ran out just a few feet away and received what he considered to be his worst lightning strike. It burned a half-inch strip all along his right leg, hit his toe, and left a hole in his shoe. Then he was hit again in July 1969. Usually he was hit. Nice. He was hit while in his truck driving on a mountain road. Usually the metal body of a vehicle normally protects people from lightning strikes by acting as a Faraday cage. The lightning hit nearby trees and was deflected into the open window of the truck. The strike knocked Sullivan unconscious and burned his eyebrows off and eyelashes and set his hair on fire. The uncontrolled truck kept moving until it stopped near a cliff edge.
So you mean to tell me God was like, bounce shot?
Yeah, pretty much, dude.
I don't know if I believe this guy.
That's
like,
what I'm saying.
I feel like he just burned his eyebrows off and burned his hair off and then like called Guinness and was like, guess what, boys?
Just wait. It gets more ridiculous. Okay. So in July 1970, Sullivan was struck while in his front yard. The lightning hit a nearby power transformer and from there jumped to his left shoulder, searing it.
No.
That's one of the more believable ones.
Wait, to a transformer?
Yeah. And
It wouldn't have got redirected instead of going back into the air?
apparently it jumped from there to his left shoulder.
I don't believe him.
Okay. In spring 1972, Sullivan was working inside a ranger station in Shenandoah National Park when he was struck again. It set his hair on fire, and he tried to smother the flames with his jacket. Then he rushed to the restroom, but could not fit under the water tap, so he used a wet towel instead. Although he was never a fearful man, after the fourth strike, he began to believe that some force was trying to destroy him, and he acquired a fear of death. For months, whenever he was caught in a storm, while driving his truck, he would pull over and lie down on the front seat until the storm passed. He also began to believe that he would somehow attract lightning if he stood in a crowd of people and carried a can of water with him in case his hair was set on fire. On August 7th, 1973...
I think by the fourth one, his brain was a little fried.
Dude, for real. While he was out on patrol in the park, Sullivan saw a storm cloud forming and drove away quickly. But the cloud, he said later, seemed to follow him. When he finally thought he had outrun it, he decided it was safe to leave his truck. Soon after, he was struck by a lightning bolt. Sullivan stated that he actually saw the bolt that hit him. The lightning moved down his left arm and left leg and knocked off his shoe, then crossed over to his right leg just below the knee. Still conscious, Sullivan crawled to his truck and poured the can of water, which he always kept there, over his head, which was on fire.
Wait, hold on. How are these?
We're calling bullshit.
Yeah, first off, this is all bullshit.
Just wait till you hear the seventh one, man. It's the most unbelievable out of all. Hang on, this is the sixth one, though. The next strike was on June 5th, 1976, injured his ankle. It was reported that he saw a cloud, thought it was following him, tried to run away, but was struck anyway. His hair also caught on fire. This is the seventh one. On Saturday morning, June 25th, 1977, Sullivan was struck while fishing in a freshwater pool. The lightning hit the top of his head, set his hair on fire, traveled down, burnt his chest and stomach. Sullivan turned to his car when something unexpected happened. A bear approached the pond and tried to steal the trout from his fishing line. Sullivan had the strength and courage to strike the bear with a tree branch. He claimed that this was the 22nd time he hit a bear with a stick.
Okay, this guy's fucking...
This guy's got some tall tales.
First off, this guy is an idiot if he thinks people are going to believe this bullshit. First, okay.
What's his name?
He wouldn't even have hair follicles at this point. With how many times his
Roy
scalp...
Cleveland Sullivan.
With how many times his scalp caught on fire, like he wouldn't even have hair to burn off.
But wait, there's more, okay?
Oh.
All 7 strikes were documented by the superintendent of Shenandoah National Park, R. Taylor Hawkins. Hawkins, however, was never present in any of the reported strikes and was not active in present superintendent in Shenandoah National Park for many of the times Sullivan was supposedly struck. Sullivan himself recalled that the first time he was struck by lightning was not in 1942, but much earlier when he was a child. He was helping his father to cut wheat in a field when a thunderbolt struck the blade of his scythe without injuring him. But because he could not prove the fact later, he never claimed it. Sullivan's wife was also struck once when a storm suddenly arrived and she was out hanging clothes in their backyard. Her husband was helping her at the time, but escaped unharmed.
Okay, yeah, I don't know.
His wife...
Apparently his wife also got hit by lightning.
I'm going to call bullshit on this. First off, how many times can you hit a bear with a stick? How many times do you just run into a bear?
Well, he's a park ranger, so I'm sure he sees more bears than the average, and thunderstorms
than the average bear.
Person. Yeah, but still, fucking pretty crazy. If that all is even a little bit true, like, fuck. If he even got hit 3 out of those fucking 7 times, that's fucking nuts. Like,
Well, so I looked up a picture, and he's got a pretty nasty lightning-looking scar.
Oh,
on
is
his
that
back.
him?
I don't think that's a scar. I think that's like probably when he was actually struck by lightning the one time, and then he was just like, "I've been struck 77 times," and they were like, "Sir, you have not, and your hair would." Does hair just catch on fire when you get struck by lightning? He doesn't even have hair. The first
Not
off,
anymore.
anyways, we'll look more into that.
I mean,
next time on Game Speak. No, just kidding.
Look, like it or not, this guy has the Guinness World Record. Okay,
Yeah.
it might not be true, but Guinness is pretty strict about their fucking
Are they though?
entries.
We need to start a show on like weird happenstance and oddities, and like just like talk about how fucking dumb it all sounds. You know, like if most people are like, "Look at this. Do you believe this happened?" It's like, "Whoa, I think I believe it." We should just bring this shit up and like try and find all the stupid, like obvious fake parts of it. And be
Jamal will
like,
be the critic. Brent will be the believer. I'll be the middleman.
so I'm saying we could make a good show out of that. Like just find crazy shit like this, or like go through Guinness Book of World Records and like bring out all the dumb records and be like, "This is so stupid."
God, that's
like,
a long list.
I want to find an interview with this guy. Surely somebody has interviewed him
yeah.
before
Oh, yeah.
his death.
I'm
you know?
sure. I'm sure.
He died in '83,
If he didn't die to a lightning strike, I don't believe in this
and then his tombstone was struck.
by a bear.
22 times.
A bear fell out of the sky and crushed him.
That's how he got killed by
And then-
a lightning bear. His 2 greatest enemies fucking came together.
Formed into one, or a bear shot a lightning bolt out of its fucking toenail into his eyes. Anyways, remember, guys, you've been listening to GameSpeak Podcast, courtesy of GameSpeakPodcast.com. The show posts for free every Wednesday on all podcast platforms, but you can watch it live before anyone else on Twitch.tv/GameSpeak Podcast every Tuesday evening at 7:50 p.m. CST. Be sure to submit any questions you want us to read on the show to the GameSpeak Podcast Facebook group at facebook.com/group/GameSpeak Podcast. Check out our video content on youtube.com/createforsanity. And if you want to stay up to date with your boys, you can find me on Twitter at the handle @JoffreyJamel and Brent at Brent Has One. And check out the GameSpeak Podcast Instagram. Until next time, listeners, later. Oh yeah, we're still live.
Oh,
I think. Yeah, we are. Oops.
glad we didn't talk.